County to park at the end of some streets that currently allow visitor parking. Now, this comes after Naples beaches were packed with visitors in May, preventing some of you who live there from being able to park. Naples City Council will also discuss raising the parking meter rates from $2.50 an hour to $3. Florida is now the third state to cross 1 million COVID-19 cases. Right now, our daily new cases per 100,000 people took a dip and remains steady. That translates into some good news with our infection rate. It's now trending down. A special meeting is planned for Thursday in Naples concerning a mask mandate. Back in July, the city declined to implement a mandate, instead chose to strongly encourage you to wear a face mask. The general manager of Hyatt Regency Coconut Point sent a letter to the state warning about 45 layoffs. They say there are encouraging signs the economy can reopen, but the demand for travel and hospitality services will take longer. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News traffic.
Traffic slowing in Collier on Oil Well Road heading eastbound of Immokalee Road. So keep that in mind as you're heading out towards Palmetto Ridge High. Also a delay heading southbound on 951 towards the East Trail, but we are up to speed on Immokalee Road. East and west between 75 and 951 is only a 4-minute commute. There is a crash on I-75 northbound at mile marker 124 just near Corkscrew Road. It is off to the side of the highway. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News Now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, after the cold start, still a cool one for this afternoon. Up for 60s and lower 70s with a lot of sunshine and dry air. It's really going to be gorgeous for today as well as for tomorrow. As we start on the chilly side, then we rebound into the mid to upper 70s with all that sunshine. Next chance of rain and our next cold front is going to be on Saturday. With it, some scattered rain will be passing by. We look fantastic on Sunday. Another chance of rain late Monday with a cooler than average week as we look ahead. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour. Serving up a tray load of truth today on 92.5 Fox News.
Are you ready to embark on your healthcare journey? At Millennium Physician Group, we want you, our patient, to be in good health always. That's why we created our Destination Health New Patient Program. It's all about partnering with your primary care provider to achieve the best healthcare outcome for you. Now, are you ready for the journey of your life? Connect with Millennium Physician Group and be on your way to Destination Health. Call 844-CALL-MPG. 844-CALL-MPG, millenniumphysician.com.
Hey, it's Jake DeMolino here from Daybreak to talk about AMCO of Bonita Springs. Everyone's been affected by the pandemic, and I was definitely no exception. But here's the thing. I had an issue, a well-known issue. Kevin and Todd came to the rescue, effectively giving me my life back. They put their expertise to work on my transmission that was completely shot. His master mechanic told me that it was probably the worst transmission he's seen in his 30 years of working. And let me tell you, he knocked it out of the park. He helped me, and I'm sure he can help you as well. AMCO of Bonita Springs has been trusted in Southwest Florida since 2008. They've been through pandemics, recessions, you name it. They're located right off of Burnwood Drive in Bonita, an independent, conservative AMCO dealer whose award-winning customer service speaks for itself. They work on all makes and models, and they don't just do transmissions. They can do oil changes, normal maintenance, tires, you name it. For those of you out there with classic cars, there's no one I could trust more than Kevin and Todd with something I know you cherish and is so near and dear to you. So give Kevin and Todd a call at AMCO of Bonita Springs. 239-992-2626. 239-992-2626. A big thank you from Jake DeMolino for AMCO Bonita Springs.
Get the best sleep of your life. Helix makes personalized mattresses to fit your unique body type and sleep preferences. Go to helixsleep.com and get up to $200 off mattress orders.
When everything around us has been interrupted, including playtime, work time, and downtime, friends and family are always there to help pick up the pieces. At Castilla Roofing, we are here for our community, our employees, and you. Keeping a roof over your head is our job, our headache, and our promise to you. Castilla Roofing, family owned and operated. Your satisfaction is our reputation.
Go to CastillaRoofing.us. That's CASTILLA. Or call 239-465-2646. License CCC 1328615.
News.
Dell Technologies has announced their Cyber Monday sale. They're releasing new doorbusters every weekday, plus up to 50% off cutting-edge tech for your business. There's no better time to upgrade your small business with the latest laptops and desktops with Intel Core processors, plus there's free shipping on everything. Yes, everything. Give Dell Technologies advisors a call. They'll identify the right tech solution for your business. Call 877-ASK-DELL or go to Dell.com/SP Cyber Monday. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
At home with Robert, retired
Carolers! That's the holiday spirit. Speaking of which, Simply Safe Home Security is having a huge holiday sale. Right now, you can get 40% off a new system and a free camera at simplysafe.com/holiday. That's 40% off the system U.S. News named the best of 2020. Simply Safe protects your whole home 24/7 with monitoring by professionals. The sale ends soon, so go to simplysafe.com/holiday for 40% off and a free camera today.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steve.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. I'm so glad you're here. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line, streaming live on YouTube and Facebook anytime you want to watch. There we are at Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you being a part of the program. I'm just laughing because I'm listening to some of the audio that I'm getting ready to play this morning, and some of it is over the top. Some of it is crazy. Some of it is hard to believe. Some of it you may not even hear if you're trying to get your news from, one of the reputable journalistic opportunities that are out there in some of the major media. I can't even say it with a straight face. The media is not going to talk about a lot of what we're going to talk about this morning. But, there is a running theme in a lot of what we'll talk about this morning. And it's this, that there are things that are going on right now, that there are things that will be happening as we move forward to the next few weeks and months and even years, where you here in our bubble, in our sphere, in our locality, in our municipalities in Southwest Florida, are going to have to do our part to push back against what will be pressure from the outside, trying to change a lot of what we care about when it comes to our freedoms, our liberty, the rule of law, the Constitution. Look, you're going to have to do your part. Ultimately, we're going to hear about stories out of Michigan yesterday, once again, there with Republican legislators having the opportunity to hear from whistleblowers and some things that you just cannot believe are happening right now with voting integrity and the lack of some of the things that were witnessed, eyewitnesses. You're going to hear about these situations. I'm going to play the audio coming up from yesterday. Not good. Many ballots being in dispute. You're going to hear more about Bill Barr and whether or not the Attorney General is a good guy or a bad guy. Is the Attorney General on our side or is he not on our side? Is the Attorney General somebody who is looking at the rule of law and the Constitution and is just as concerned as we are? Somebody that we have been looking at and hoping beyond hope that we would get to some indictment, somebody being prosecuted, something happening when it comes to the Russian collusion hoax, when it comes to investigating the assertions of systemic fraud going on in our election system. And we come to find out yesterday that he doesn't believe that he sees any right now. And what's happening there with the Attorney General? Is this somebody that we can look to and that we can trust or not? We're hearing more COVID hypocrisy. We're hearing, look, today you're going to hear about the 1 million cases in the state of Florida, and we've passed 1 million, and it's outrageous. And, I'm looking on Twitter yesterday, and I'm seeing Ron DeSantis' name that is hashtagged all over the place on Twitter, and how outrageous the governor is here because of the 1 million cases that we've passed. Not once mentioning the fact that we are not one, not two, but the third state to cross 1 million cases in the country. Did I mention we're not the one, to two, but the third most populous state as well? And what are we doing here? So the hypocrisy is out there. And if you're looking to a media to give you the truth, if you're looking for government officials to give you justice, if you're looking to whistleblowers to open up the lid on a lot of what we're seeing, you may be disappointed. We may ultimately be disappointed in the results of a lot of what is happening. Now, I don't want to be all doom and gloom, but the good news is that because of this president, and because of what has transpired in the past 4 years, that now eyes are open, wide open, to a lot of what's happening, whether you want to believe it or not. Wide open to the situations that will be coming up, and even with some of the policies that will be put out there. The audio you're going to hear today is extraordinary on all different levels. I'm just telling you, today is not a show you want to miss. And the good news in all of this is that we're all aware of it. And we're not giving up. It's not going to be a situation where the media is going to tell us now in the next couple of years what we have to believe and what is before our eyes. Because when you pull back the veil, you come to find out that it's not that simple and not that easy. Especially when we come to find out even more to talk about today, that the great folks at Project Veritas and James O'Keefe, undercover investigation, well, I guess you could call it that, but doing what he does best, pulling back the veil and showing us with audio that we'll get to play this morning what we already knew, that CNN is not doing journalism. CNN, they are, well, let's just put it this way. They're not fans of free speech. They're not fans of the Constitution. They're not fans of this president, and certainly they're not fans of yours. And we come to find out that through these leaked editorial calls that the head of CNN and others there are trying to make sure that Trump's not normalized, talking about unbelievable things behind the scenes and encouraging some of the most outrageous things for what we're supposed to believe are journalists, giving us the facts. That when we know that there are media outlets that are pulling content from CNN and running it as if it's gospel, that we have to question them as well. I don't care if it's local, state, or national. I don't care where it's at. We should be able to question now those that are putting out information, because if their sources are places like CNN who have a bias, we want to know. And I have a question with it. So we got a lot to talk about this morning. Man, okay, good night, everybody. That's pretty much it. Beside the fact that everybody's freezing, I am so cold. I cannot believe how cold it is. Waking up this morning and opening up the door and going, nope, that's it. I've had enough. And my house is freezing. Everything. I am super cold. And I can't believe what is it like? What is it? Is it 20 degrees right now, Jake? What is the temperature? I don't even. 28 degrees. It feels like it, but it's probably more like what, mid 40s right now.
It's cold. It's
cold. That's all you need to know. And if you're here visiting, stop laughing at us. We live here full time. It's cold. My next door neighbor, I saw yesterday. I was kind of laughing at him. He was laughing at me. He had like snow caps on, like what's those caps that you wear in the wintertime? You know, the knitted caps that have like the
beanie.
The ones with the string on the side. You know, they have it looks like a rope on the side of the hat. You pull down over your ears. Ever see those?
I have. I don't know.
Yeah, so he was wearing that. His son was wearing a snow cap, and they were wearing shorts and a T-shirt. And I'm looking for anything that has sleeves. He's laughing. I'm looking at him like, okay, so your head and your ears are warm. What about the rest of your body? What are you doing? I mean, yesterday was getting pretty chilly last night. But so we have that to contend with. All right, so great news in case you missed it yesterday. 10,000 for the troops. P.O. Box 877, Fort Myers, 33902. We have a lot of cards to still collect and count. We still have 48 hours before we pack up those boxes for this weekend to get them out. And we had a count yesterday of over 18,000 cards. So we know we're already over the 10,000 mark. We're looking to hit 20 today. So hopefully with your help through our count, that we'll be able to hit 20. I mean, heck, let's just keep going. 20, maybe it's going to be 30,000 for the troops. I don't know, but I'm excited to tell you that 18,000 plus already collected for our men and women serving overseas. You can drop them off at any one of 5 Mel's Diner locations in Fort Myers, Bonita Springs, Cape Coral, and 2 in Naples. All right, so we'll get to that coming up. I'm looking at the time, but I want to play some audio and get to some stories that are out right now before we go to break. Let me just start with this one. Whistleblowers are all over the place, everybody. Just in case you're wondering what exactly is going on with the disputes over ballots. We had yesterday a dispute over millions of ballots. A group called the Amistad Project gathering whistleblowers, sworn declarations revealing over 1 million potentially fraudulent swing state ballots. We had yesterday in Michigan whistleblowers that were telling the legislators there in Michigan about some of the things that they witnessed. Eyewitness accounts of some of what was going on. Hey, you're wondering what's been going on with military ballots? Wonder no longer. How about this? Somebody who witnessed something that they saw in Michigan with military ballots, and what exactly did they see there?
Not one of the military ballots was a registered voter, and the ballots looked like they were all exactly the same Xerox copies of the ballot. They were all for Biden across the board. There wasn't a single Trump vote, and none of the voters were registered. They had to manually enter the names and addresses and a birth date of 1/1/2020, which would override the system and allow them to enter non-registered voters, of which I saw several that day.
That's kind of evidence, right? I mean, we have evidence, whistleblowers, people that are real whistleblowers, not fake whistleblowers that we don't know about, that talk about really bad phone calls with world leaders that all of a sudden you're surprised to find out that the president's like, hey, I'm going to release the phone call. And then all of a sudden the whistleblower's like, don't you talk about the whistleblower. Like, these are real whistleblowers that are seeing things. This is evidence. There were some others as well, and we'll see if I can get to some of this audio. This was somebody that was hired, an IT specialist that was hired by Dominion Voting Systems. Hired by Dominion. Weird stuff going on in Michigan with Dominion.
What I witnessed at the TCF Center was complete fraud. The whole 27 hours I was there, there was batches of ballots being ran through the tabulating machines numerous times, being counted 8 to 10 times. I watched this with my own eyes. I was there to assist with IT.
Okay, somebody with IT that's saying, hey, I see this happening. And I've got more audio of this one witness who was just mind-blowing. Bombshell information from a whistleblower who's saying, no experience with these people hired by Dominion, running stuff through the system a couple of times, 8 to 10 times. Why would Dominion do this? It's almost as if, I'm just throwing this out there, but it's almost as if they hired people with no experience to make it look like they had a whole complete staff to ensure the security of the election, but had no intention of doing anything like that. They were just going to follow directions because they didn't have the experience, because if they did know what was going on, that experience could make things really, let's just say, uncomfortable for the people at Dominion. Again, there is a lot of information that is out about whistleblowers and the concerns about election fraud and how they were doing it. And now we hear Bill Barr yesterday saying there's been one assertion that would be systemic fraud, and that would be the claim that machines were programmed essentially to skew the election results. And the DHS, DOJ have looked into it and so far haven't seen anything to substantiate that. So people are freaking out right now. According to the AP, Attorney General Barr is like, yeah, there's nothing to see here for us. And so people are frustrated. But is that true? I mean, it's almost like you have to give it time to breathe, right? If the AP said Attorney General Barr said something, you almost have to give it some time to kind of wait and let it breathe and see if that's exactly what is being said and what exactly is going on. And maybe they haven't been presented the evidence otherwise so far. You've got the Supreme Court that's sitting on cases even out of Pennsylvania. And why isn't something happening there? Pennsylvania, who we're talking about constitutional issues. We're talking about the Equal Protection Clause. We're talking about that people, it's presented in front of the Supreme Court right now, is bounced to the Supreme Court of the United States. They have an opportunity to do this. This is constitutional. That people who were told that by 8 p.m. they weren't allowed to vote any longer did not have the same protections as those, for example, that had mail-in ballot time 3 days after the fact, after the election to vote and have their votes counted, but others not. That is a constitutional issue. Some people who were told early before the process voting on the election day that there was a problem with their ballots to come in, and accommodations were made for those ballots to be adjusted, but others around the state and in red areas, Republicans, go figure, were not afforded the same accommodation. That's constitutionally wrong. But why isn't the Supreme Court taking it on? Why has it not happened yet? Almost like slow rolling this out to get past election inauguration day and to just throw their hands up because nobody wants to take responsibility. It is discouraging. But again, the one thing that you can take away that could be encouraging, and Jake, let's go to break right now. The one thing you can take away that would be of some encouragement is that this is all open. This wound has been opened. It's on display. It's been peeled back. You can see exactly what's going on now. And question those in authority and question those in the media and be able to fight back so that in the future, we'll have more people that will be able to see this, that will have more sources and places to go where they'll witness what we've known. And that can change a lot of hearts and minds in the future when they see things that just seem unusual, like how is Joe Biden possibly going to be the next president of the United States? It just doesn't seem... All right, 239-479-5592. Your calls and texts coming up. It's Daybreak 92.5 Fox News, right all along with traffic. Here's Sabrina Katz.
A crash in Lehigh Acres at Hazelwood and Lee Boulevard is slowing traffic heading west of Homestead Road. Also, there's a slowdown in Fort Myers on Davis Road heading north of McGregor Boulevard, and we're slow on Daniels Parkway heading west towards I-75. It's not a major backup as of right now, just a little that morning rush underway. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
After our coldest start since January with even some patchy frost inland, we are going to rebound to 69 degrees as we're dry and beautiful for this afternoon with a lot of sunshine. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
This Fox News Business Report is presented by Big Island Builders, whose reputation for quality homes at a fair price is unsurpassed in Naples.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Pfizer and BioNTech become the first drug makers to get Western approval for emergency use of their COVID vaccine. That green light coming in Britain this morning. President Trump's threatening to veto a major defense bill unless Congress removes protections for internet companies known as Section 230. Conservatives accuse companies such as Facebook and Twitter of being biased against them. Liberals say the companies don't do enough to shut down false information. Salesforce agrees to buy the popular workplace messaging platform Slack for $27.7 billion, making it the largest deal ever for a software company. And stocks surged on optimism about COVID vaccines. The S&P 500 and the NASDAQ posting record highs. I'm Carmen Roberts. That's your Fox Business Report, invested in you.
What's the perfect holiday gift this holiday season? Untucked shirts. They're the comfortable, easy-to-wear styles every guy loves. And there's never been a better time to buy because everything in Untucked is on sale right now. Untucked shirts are designed to be worn untucked, so they help guys to look sharp and feel comfortable. Who wouldn't love to unwrap one of our iconic wrinkle-free button-downs, super soft flannels, and our famous polos? So don't wait. Our holiday sale is the best time to find the perfect shirt at untucked.com or at 80-plus Untucked stores. Untucked. Shirts designed to be worn untucked.
92.5 Fox News.
We are going to make America great again.
Right, all along.
If you have sleep apnea and struggle using CPAP, it can leave you feeling tired, irritable.
That's the cutest puppy I've ever seen.
Fatigued.
Can someone please help me lift this tissue?
Forgetful.
Who put this banana in the toaster?
You did?
Oh, yeah.
And even impact your long-term health. Fortunately, now there's Inspire, a sleep apnea treatment that works inside your body with just the click of a remote. That's right, a button. Inspire is a small device placed during a same-day outpatient procedure. Simply click the button on the Inspire remote before you fall asleep. As you sleep, Inspire keeps you breathing normally and sleeping peacefully. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Hey, it's Drew Steele talking to my good friend Dave Meister, owner of the Floor Meisters. And I love talking to Dave because when I talk to Dave, I know that means he has something special for you. In this case, like I have in my home, Core Tech is absolutely amazing, Dave. And I got to tell you, I love it. My wife loves it. And boy, you've got a lot of Core Tech right now in stock.
Yes, we do. And we've got about 6 or 7 truckloads coming to beat the tariff increase, and we're going to guarantee a freeze of the prices on all our in-stock Core Tech. We're not going to go up 50 cents a square foot, and we're going to save it for our customers.
And so when it comes to Core Tech, I mean, it is just amazing the selection that you have. And not only that, the installation is incredible. What you do there is fantastic.
Yes, and we stock 100 colors of Core Tech.
Floor Meisters, 6281 Naples Boulevard, right next to Costco. So give them a call today at 239-596-4964 or on the web at floormeisters.com.
Big finish sales event going on now at Galliana Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Lowest prices ever on over 1,500 new and certified pre-owned vehicles. For the price of one Jeep, you can drive two loaded four-wheel drive Jeep Renegade Trailhawks. 2 for $252 per month. That's 2 Jeeps for the price of one. Ram Bighorn Crew Cabs, 20% off. Plus, at Galliana Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Fort Myers, you can drive payment-free for 3 months and interest-free for up to 84 months. So why buy just one when you can drive two loaded four-wheel drive Jeep Renegade Trailhawks, 2 for $252 per month at Galliana Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1/2 mile south of Daniels Parkway on US 41 in Fort Myers. Open every day, including Sunday. Call 239-481-2600. GallianaCars.com.
$239 month lease is 10,000 miles per year, $19.99 per car due at signing plus tax. Tag title 0 security deposit $11.90 per month for 1,000 barred for 72 months at 0% APR with 0 down with lender approval. Offers don't combine. Expires month end.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
All right, listen, coming up, important audio. You're going to hear CNN exposed. There they go, their Trump bias. We're going to have that. Also, some COVID hypocrisy that you're going to need to hear about. You know, it's all for thee and not for me kind of things. We'll get to that audio coming up. Your calls, 239-479-5592. Daybreak, coming back.
Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Hey, this is Papa, reporting that we're still getting a lot of calls from homeowners who were told they needed a new re-roof after Irma. Most of these folks had a few broken tiles that are obsolete. Our company has 2 warehouses filled with the older obsolete tiles that have never been used. If you think that you may not need a new re-roof, but only need to replace some obsolete tile, please call me for our free tile roof inspection. We may be able to repair and seal your roof to make it look new and beautiful, a lot cheaper than replacing the entire roof. If you call me for our free inspection, we'll place you on our proactive list, and in the event of another hurricane, you won't have to go searching for a contractor because we will automatically call you to see if you need assistance. Let me show you how we can clean and seal and protect your roof, pavers, and pool decks. On behalf of my sons, Casey, Carrie, and Cody, call us at 945-2700. That's 945-2700, area code 239-945-2700. License CCC 133-1790. We're open 24/7, and you can call us right now for a free tile roof inspection.
And now a word from Dr. Johnston at 596-BACK.
Across the country, there has been a major increase in the number of back and neck pain cases. Most researchers attribute it to a decrease in the amount of activity people have been getting. This leads to pinched or compressed spinal nerves. These same nerves go down into people's legs and arms. I've especially noticed this among those with stenosis, arthritis, or bulging herniated discs. This pain, weakness, or numbness should not be ignored. Action needs to be taken. If you suffer from one of these conditions, or even scoliosis or neuropathy, it's important to get your condition correctly diagnosed and treated. At Johnston Spinal Care, we treat these conditions non-surgically, without needles or medications, using spinal decompression, completely safe and painless. Call today for a no-charge telephone consultation or MRI review. Johnston Spinal Care. We're here for you. Call 596-BACK, 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
All right, you're going to put everything else aside for just a minute because I am worried about your home's water, to be quite honest, because I know what mine was like before I got my vent air water treatment system. You hear me talking about Pelican Water, right? Well, Pelican is now Pent Air Water Solutions, and you can call Max to get your free Pent Air Water test. He'll come over, and you're going to love the way your water tastes once you get that system in from every faucet with that new Pent Air water treatment system. And a big difference with Pent Air water experts. They're Pent Air certified, uniformed water specialists using state-of-the-art Pent Air water tests. And with a mobile showroom, it's great. They pull up and you can see everything right in front of you, the wide range of options. And now, with Pentair's new Wi-Fi salt sensor, you can check your salt levels anytime you'd like, right from your phone. How cool is that? So call now for your free Pentair water test. It's really easy. You can take 15% off your whole home water system. Here's the number. Call today at 239-880-7799 or book online at pelicanwestfl.com.
Hundreds of happy customers all across Southwest Florida have already gotten the full original base MSRP for their trade-in. It's not too late for you to do the same, but only if you come see us here at Naples Nissan. Yes, you can still bring us that 5, 6, 7-year-old car you're driving now, and we'll pay you the same price that you paid for it so you can drive home in a brand new Nissan. Yeah, so whatever it was worth back in 2014, that's exactly what it'll be worth now. But only at Naples Nissan. We don't care where you bought it from or if it was already used when you bought it. If it's a 2014 or newer with less than 80,000 miles on it, we're paying you the full original base MSRP for it. Go to naplesnissan.com and pick out your favorite new Nissan model. Then come see us on Pine Ridge Road so you can drive home in that brand new Nissan today. Get all the details at naplesnissan.com. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined.
Now, this is a Wink News update.
I'm Corey Lazar with Wink News. The father of the young girl who died after a truck hit her at her Cape Coral bus stop has been arrested. Crime Stopper says an anonymous tip helped them catch Glenn Aiken. They say he robbed a bank on Friday. He is the father of Layla Aiken. We now know who was likely driving the car that crashed into a Cape Coral canal, killing 2 little boys. A report from the Department of Children and Families says the 2 boys' father, Kenneth Lawson, was not the one behind the wheel. They say it was likely his lover, Julia Drudy. Cape Coral police are still investigating this crash, but they do say drugs or alcohol were involved. Today, Naples city leaders are considering parking stickers to indicate that you actually live in Collier County to park at the end of some streets that currently allow visitor parking. Now, this comes after Naples beaches were packed with visitors in May, preventing some of you who live there from being able to park. Naples City Council will also discuss raising the parking meter rates from $2.50 an hour to $3. Florida is now the 3rd state to cross 1 million COVID-19 cases. Right now, our daily new cases per 100,000 people took a dip and remains steady. That translates into some good news with our infection rate. It's now trending down. A special meeting is planned for Thursday in Naples concerning a mask mandate. Back in July, the city declined to implement a mandate, instead chose to strongly encourage you to wear a face mask. The general manager of Hyatt Regency Coconut Point sent a letter to the state warning about 45 layoffs. They say there are encouraging signs the economy can reopen, but the demand for travel and hospitality services will take longer. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News traffic.
Approximately High Acres at Hazelwood and Lee Boulevard is slowing traffic heading west of Homestead Road. Also, there's a slowdown in Fort Myers on Davis Road heading north of McGregor Boulevard, and we're slow on Daniels Parkway heading west towards I-75. It's not a major backup as of right now, just a little that morning rush underway. That's up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News Now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, after the cold start, still a cool one for this afternoon. Upper 60s and lower 70s with a lot of sunshine and dry air. It's really going to be gorgeous for today as well as for tomorrow. As we start on the chilly side, then we rebound into the mid to upper 70s with all that sunshine. Next chance of rain and our next cold front is going to be on Saturday. With it, some scattered rain will be passing by. We look fantastic on Sunday. Another chance of rain late Monday with a cooler than average week as we look ahead. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
More delightful than driving a convertible Bentley while wearing mink underpants. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Thank you, Southwest Florida, for thinking about our men and women serving overseas this time of year. It is so important that we remember them with Christmas cards. 10,000 for the troops. P.O. Box 877, Fort Myers 33902. But you can also drop them off at any one of 5 Mel's Diner locations around Southwest Florida. Fort Myers, Myers, Cape Coral, Bonita, and 2 in Naples. Thank you to Mel's Diner. 10,000 for the troops. 92.5 Fox News.
It's memory we could be able to disagree and still get along. We would pray before we eat, we respected the sitting president, and we loved our neighbor. We smiled to make someone's day without being hidden behind a mask. Somewhere in my memory, we would always play fair in honor of the game. My hope for us all is that we can remember these values and get back to what's really important in life. Faith, family, honor, and love will follow. From ours to yours, Merry Christmas.
Hey, small business owners, this is Drew Steele. Look, things have been rough this year, and we want to help. Enter the Bounce Forward Together sweepstakes presented by Comcast Business, and you can win $5,000 and a 4-week professionally produced ad schedule on 92.5 Fox News. Log on to bounceforwardtogether.com, answer a few quick questions, and you'll be entered to win. That's bounceforwardtogether.com to enter to win $5,000 for your small business. No purchase necessary. See official rules for details.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau. You can count on us for great service. You can count on us to get it done. You can count on us for a price that's fair. The quality is second to none. For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
This is 92.5 Fox News. Now, back to Daybreak with Drew Steele.
If you have to ask, it's because the Baltimore Ravens didn't wear their masks.
What?
Some of them got that COVID-19 and then infected more members of their team. But the rest got tested. The game starts soon. Time to play football Wednesday afternoon. Steelers are undefeated. Ravens lead the league in cases. Pittsburgh better wear an additional mask on all of their faces. They'll go 11-0, but you won't see the moon because they're playing football on Wednesday afternoon.
Whatever. All right. Okay. Yeah. If you're somebody who's watching the NFL at all, if you're still watching football, and you're wondering what else is going on in 2020, it's very 2020. I guess so. There's a game today, this afternoon, and Pittsburgh and the Ravens, and I guess that it's been postponed twice because of COVID. Is that what happened? And somebody wasn't wearing a mask, and apparently somebody wasn't wearing a mask in one of the meeting rooms, and then and everybody else got infected. Of course, I don't know how they can prove that, but we will run with it. And there you go. So they postponed the game twice, and now they're going to play a Wednesday afternoon game. That seems very 2020. It also is something that I'm not really sure I care too much about. So we're moving on from that. 239-479-5592. The only reason why I'm bringing it up, to be quite honest, is because there's a little bit of COVID hypocrisy that is going on. In just a couple of minutes, in case you missed it yesterday, Jennifer Cabrera is with the Alachua Chronicle, and she has a fantastic Twitter feed where her and her husband do really deep dives into the COVID numbers here in the state of Florida, some of what is and isn't happening. And she made some pretty interesting revelations yesterday. And in case you missed it, we'll play some of that audio coming up, because it really is telling about, the million cases. We've passed 1 million cases. Well, it would be nice if the media, as quickly as they talk about the 1 million cases passed in the state of Florida, would mention that we're not the first one to do that. We're the third state to do it, number one. Number two, that these are cases. These are not deaths. We're not talking about 1 million people that have died in the state of Florida. And what are the deaths? You'd be quite surprised to find out that the deaths in the state are going way, way, way down. Yeah, that is an interesting fact. And even the infection rate is going down. But can we talk about that? The positives? No, we can't do that, because there are too many people that are invested in what is the the outrage of COVID, which is the masking up and doing what we say and not what we do, and the power grab that's in there. Now, if you hear me saying the word power grab and you think that's an outrageous statement, how dare you say something like that? You can't possibly be suggesting that there are people around the country that are using COVID as a power grab. That's an outrageous thing. Oh, this just in case you missed it, an LA County supervisor dined outdoors last Tuesday just hours after voting to ban the practice over COVID-19 concerns. Did you know that? Yeah. Sheila Kuehl, one of 5 elected supervisors who govern the county, was seen eating outside at an Italian restaurant in Santa Monica earlier that day. The same day. At a Board of Supervisors meeting, she called outdoor dining, quote, a most dangerous situation with regard to the possible spread of COVID-19. And then she's like, hey, see ya. Let's go get some Italian food. What do you say? Yeah, why not? Her and 2 other members of the Board of Supervisors voted to ban outdoor dining, but not for you. Only for you, not for me. I get to go eat Italian outside and enjoy a great meal. You can't go to church, you can't go to school, you can't leave your house, you can't do anything. You can barely eat. Hey, how's that toilet paper stocking up in your house? Are you doing all right with that? By the way, how's your toilet paper stock, Jake? Are you concerned about that yet? Have you noticed?
I have 1 roll left.
Yeah, have you? Is that right? You know, that's the new currency. I've got a bunch of rolls in my house. You want to talk?
Yeah, we have to do it off the air.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, clearly, because nobody wants to have the TP conversation on air. Okay, so we have that hypocrisy. And then on top of that, there's even more. Oh, wait a second, everybody. Oh, the COVID hits just keep on coming. How about this one? Did you know that New York is seriously running stings and fining bars for not serving enough food? Yeah, some more COVID crazy things that are going on. So it's here. Let me just read this first sentence from the Washington Examiner. No one likes to be told to eat their veggies, and that goes double during a pandemic. So it's downright crazy that the New York government is allowing the state liquor authority to aggressively enforce rules that require drinking establishments to serve food with alcoholic beverages they sell during the pandemic. Perhaps not surprisingly, this has led to some ridiculous situations. For example, Pint-Sized, a Saratoga Springs craft beer bar, was hit with an expected $1,500 fine for failing to serve what regulators deem was enough veggies per pint of beer. Hey, can I say that again? Enough veggies per pint of beer. They were attempting to comply with the New York rule by offering simple bowls of canned vegetables, beans, or chili to each customer. Turned out that the customers were understandably unable to keep up with all the bowls of food landing on their table per pint of beer. Now, why do you care about this here in Southwest Florida? You should. Many grim pandemic-related statistics are that the people that are getting hurt the most right now and the people that are suffering the most during this pandemic and what has been happening with the for thee and not me, for those that are shutting things down, happens to be a lot of your service industries. The service industries are the ones that are getting beat up the most. 1 out of every 4 jobs lost during the pandemic has been from a restaurant and other similar businesses, including breweries, distilleries, wineries. They've been equally hurt as well. New York imposed a bizarrely specific guidance that required restaurants to serve alcoholic beverages only with food, and that it had to be substantial enough. But people are like, well, what are we doing here? How do we get past this? They're killing the service industry. And I bring this up because, hey, do you think the service industry in Southwest Florida is hurting? I just heard a news report, Wink News, just a little while ago, that was just talking about the fact that the Coconut Point, the Hyatt Coconut Point is like, hey, listen, we may have to lay off about 45 people. We understand that the economy is starting to come back, and that is good, but the service industry is really hurting. I'm only bringing this up because you tell me what legislators, what individuals that live in Southwest Florida, what individuals that are going to be part of the state and federal governments would be willing to get back into lockdown mode again. Over what? What are we talking about? Well, we're going to take a break right now. And when we come back, Jake, this is what we're going to do. We're going to play the interview yesterday from Jennifer Cabrera. I want you to hear these numbers, everybody. You need to hear what's going on in the state of Florida, and you need to hear how the numbers are being manipulated. It's important. So we're going to take a break right now and have that coming up next. So stay there. Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News, right all along with traffic. Here's Sabrina Katz.
A crash in Lehigh Acres at Hazelwood and Lee Boulevard is slowing traffic heading west of Homestead Road. Also, there's a slowdown in Fort Myers on Davis Road heading north of McGregor Boulevard, and we're slow on Daniels Parkway heading west towards I-75. It's not a major backup as of right now, just a little that morning rush underway. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
After our coldest start since January with even some patchy frost inland, we are going to rebound to 69 degrees as we're dry and beautiful for this afternoon with a lot of sunshine. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Rush Limbaugh. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention report that last month alone, there were 235 cases of salmonella linked to families who raised chickens in their backyards. So far this year, there have been over 1,000 cases reported in 49 states. And in Ohio, something's happening there. They've reported the most cases, 73. Now, as I'm sure you know, contracting salmonella is not a walk in the park. Within 12 to 72 hours, people come down with stomach cramps, fever, diarrhea, and it can usually last 4 to 7 days. It's not fun. So the CDC has a stern warning. Those of you who raise chickens in your backyards, pay extra special attention because this could save you a lot of heartache and stomach aches. The CDC says that you people should not kiss your chickens. That's right. Stop kissing the chickens. Stop kissing the chicks. And to those of you who like to fondle your chickens, cuddle with your chickens, all that touchy-feely activity you may do with your chicken, wash your hands after you're through touching your chickens. In other words, don't play chicken with your chickens. Protect yourself. And for the rest of you who don't kiss chicks or chickens, if you're ever tempted, maybe now you'll know better not to try it. Who does this in the first place? I never heard of this. My friends, a blessed Merry Christmas to you all. My friends at Mahindra want to make your holidays even merrier with the great Red Tag savings. That means you can save thousands of dollars on the ultimate present, a shiny red Mahindra tractor. Or choose 0% interest on select Mahindra models. And remember, a tough new Mahindra tractor is the gift that keeps on giving and mowing and hauling and towing year after year. So treat yourself to the official tractor of tough and use the Red Tag savings to spoil your kids or grandkids this Christmas. For purchases of select models now through December 31st, 2020. Learn more about Mahindra's Red Tag sale at whymahindra.com. And Merry Christmas from the Mahindra family to your family.
Are you a successful small business owner, perhaps with experience in automotive, ag, or outdoor equipment? Visit joinmahindra.com to become a part of the Mahindra dealer family. That's joinmahindra.com.
92.5 Fox News, making Southwest Florida great every day. 92.5 Fox News.
Tyler McDaniel here, and Brad McDaniel. We're the second generation of Ken Marcare. For our whole lives, our father Ken McDaniel raised us and instilled in us the work ethic and morals which we operate under and live by today. Ken Marcare has teamed up with Maytag to bring high-quality products to you covered by Maytag's exclusive 12-year parts and 12-year dependability promise on select purchases. Be treated like family. Call Ken Marcare. 239-437-7040. That's 437-7040. And online at kenmarcare.com. License number CAC 057163.
This is 92.5 Fox News.
All right, it's Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News. I want you to listen to this audio. This is Jennifer Cabrera from yesterday on this program. She's with the Alachua Chronicle. She's been following COVID, deep digging into the numbers here in the state of Florida. And we talked about how you're passing 1 million cases and hospitalizations going up in the state of Florida. Is that true? And what really is the breakdown of the numbers?
Hospitalizations are going up, but there's lots of different reasons for that. I mean, the first one is, well, first of all, the important thing is that if you look at a site like the FAU Tracker, which you can just Google FAU Tracker and find it, they show hospital bed availability in Florida. And the fact is we actually have more beds available than we had a few weeks ago. I can't explain it given all of the crazy media coverage and given the increase. So beds for COVID have supposedly increased, but there's more bed availability than there was. We're not having any problems in our hospitals. That's one. But two is that there's recently been several new treatments approved that require hospitalization. And in fact, Florida's hospitalizations were completely flat for primary diagnosis of COVID at about 2,000 a day until October 22nd when remdesivir was approved. And that requires a hospital stay, depending on the course, 3 to 10 days. And what happens is they're now admitting people that they maybe wouldn't have admitted before. So maybe they're not sick enough to admit, but they're worried that they might turn into one of those sick people. They admit them and give them remdesivir. So hardly anybody will admit this, but our hospitalizations started increasing on October 22nd, the day that remdesivir was approved. Then, in the middle of November, 2 more therapeutics were approved. They are for outpatient use only, but they have to be administered by infusion. That would be done at something like, maybe a chemo center, but you don't want COVID patients in with chemo patients. So all of these meds were shipped to hospitals. Governor DeSantis said that. He told us they're going to these hospitals. Okay, so if the meds are at hospitals, I understand they're being administered in the emergency room, but still, I just wonder how much of this is in adding to the increase that we're seeing in COVID hospitalizations in Florida.
And so that's just part of what we're seeing when it comes to the hospitalizations in Florida and the numbers. And here's something else that was interesting that was being brought up about the numbers and the COVID numbers in the state and hitting a million and some of digging into some of the truth there that Jennifer Cabrera was talking about.
Because it's flu season, respiratory virus season, cold and flu season, things we've heard our whole life. Hospitals always get busy around this time of year. Every state, I believe every state is now going up in terms of cases. But if you put them all on the same graph, you see that New York, other states that are more locked down, they're just going, nearly straight up. It's a very, very fast slope. Florida's very gently going up, very, very gentle. I mean, we're going up, but it's very, very gentle slope. And so, we're going up, but there's absolutely nothing scary happening. And compared to lockdown states, we're actually going up less. The media love the big round numbers, but the thing you have to remember is that those big round numbers are meaningless. They're cumulative. All it means is that we've done a crazy amount of testing, and we found a million people in a state of 21 million people who have tested positive. Some of those are false positives. In fact, my husband did a calculation yesterday. It's probably close to 30 or more % of those over time are false positives.
Wow.
So, what that means is that remember, this is a pandemic that's a crisis that's requiring us to shut down our society, right?
Right.
Less than 5% of Floridians have gotten a positive test in 8 months.
Okay. So that is Jennifer Cabrera. And again, we'll play some more of the audio from yesterday in case you missed it. It's not minimizing COVID. It's not minimizing those that have been affected by it, those who passed away by it. We're not minimizing it. But what we are saying is what it is, worthy of the lockdowns, the destruction of businesses that could be happening again in the future if certain individuals might be president of the United States. I'm just making that suggestion right now.
Not a joke.
Yeah. Oh boy, he's loud. And then of course some of the ancillary, like schools and not getting back to schools when we need to get kids back to school. What the governor is doing is the right thing to be doing right now. There are accommodations. You want to do video, you want to stay home. You most certainly can do that if you're concerned about your child. But if you're failing and you're out of school because you're in a completely different atmosphere and situation, we've got to get you back into in-room classrooms to get you back getting up and running again here, these kids. because you can't even imagine the toll it's taking on them. And I can go down the list of things that are happening when it comes to suicides and it comes to depression and how many people you know probably going through that right now. And maybe even secretly, you don't even realize it. There's a lot to dig into. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. 10,000 for the troops. P.O. Box 877 Fort Myers 33902. Thank you to everyone who keeps sending those cards in. We got a couple of more days. We're over 18,000 at first count. So we've already hit the 10,000. We're looking for 20 now after today. And hopefully we'll hit it with you. Don't forget, Mel's Diner, 5 locations around Southwest Florida. Also for drop-off points. Fort Myers, Bonita Springs, Cape Coral, and 2 in Naples. All right, let's take a break right now. When we come back, we'll talk more about the issues with Attorney General Barr and the issues that he does not see when it comes to voter fraud. Is that true? We'll talk about that. Some more of the COVID hypocrisy that is out there. And what about some of what Joe Biden said yesterday? Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, possible Treasury Secretary in a Biden administration. You need to hear this coming up.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
If you struggle using CPAP, it can leave you feeling tired, forgetful.
Who put this banana in the toaster?
You did?
Cool, okay, just checking.
And even impact your health. Fortunately, now there's Inspire, a sleep apnea treatment that works inside your body with just the click of a remote. That's right, a button. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
You should be driving a Kia from Galliana. Galliana Kia.
Command a season holiday event at Galliana Kia in Fort Myers. No reasonable offer refused on any new Kia in stock. Select models with no interest financing for 75 months. All new 2021 Kia Telluride LX lease, just $319 per month. That's right, the hottest SUV in America for just $319 per month. All new 2021 Kia K5 GT line sports sedan lease, $149 per month. Yes, $149 per month. New Kia Sorento LX V6, $8,000 off. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. At Galliana Kia in Fort Myers, if you've got $500 down and you make at least $2,000 per month, our lenders can get you approved. Galliana Kia, 1/2 mile south of Daniels Parkway on US 41 in Fort Myers. Open every day, including Sunday. Call 239-481-2600. GallianaCars.com.
You should be driving a Kia from Galliana. Galliana Kia.
36 month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $34.99 to assign plus tax, title, dealer, and acquisition fee, 0 security deposit with lender approval, $13.33 per month, 4,000 borrowed for 75 months at 0 APR with 0 down. Offers don't combine, expires month end.
Welcome to the world of smart floors. Be inspired by Naples' newest and best floor gallery with the highest quality of floor coverings. Smart Floors is celebrating the opening of their new location next to Home Goods in the Park Shore Plaza. For the best in carpet, ceramic tile, hardwood, and luxury vinyl, let Smart Floors inspire you. Visit smartfloorsusa.com.
When shopping for new floor, we stand for so much more. Smart service, smart prices, smart floors.
92.5 WFSX Estero. It's 7 o'clock on Southwest Florida's news and talk station, 92.5 Fox News.
This Wink News Update is presented by Lee Auto Group. Find your perfect vehicle at lee-cars.com.
Now, this is a Wink News Update.
I'm Corey Lazar with Wink News. The father of the young girl who died after a truck hit her at her Cape Coral bus stop has been arrested. Crime Stopper says an anonymous tip helped them catch Glenn Aiken. They say he robbed a bank on Friday. He is the father of Layla Aiken. We now know who was likely driving the car that crashed into a Cape Coral canal, killing 2 little boys. A report from the Department of Children and Families says the 2 boys' father, Kenneth Lawson, was not the one behind the wheel. They say it was likely his lover, Julia Drudy. Cape Coral police are still investigating this crash, but they do say drugs or alcohol were involved. Today, Naples city leaders are considering parking stickers to indicate that you actually live in Collier County to park at the end of some streets that currently allow visitor parking. Now, this comes after Naples beaches were packed with visitors in May, preventing some of you who live there from being able to park. Naples City Council will also discuss raising the parking meter rates from $2.50 an hour to $3. Florida is now the 3rd state to cross 1 million COVID-19 cases. Right now, our daily new cases per 100,000 people took a dip and remains steady. That translates into some good news with our infection rate. It's now trending down. A special meeting is planned for Thursday in Naples concerning a mask mandate. Back in July, the city declined to implement a mandate mandate, instead chose to strongly encourage you to wear a face mask. The general manager of Hyatt Regency Coconut Point sent a letter to the state warning about 45 layoffs. They say there are encouraging signs the economy can reopen, but the demand for travel and hospitality services will take longer. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News traffic.
There was a crash at State Road 82 and Daniels Parkway. This is as you're heading westbound to the Daniels extension from State Road 82. So if you are commuting this way, flashing lights, really make sure to watch that speed. Also, if you are in Collier County, a slowdown right now southbound on 951, and that's heading south of Immokalee Road. Also, Immokalee Road is congested just near Gulf Coast High. If you're a normal Naples commuter, you know that. North and south on I-75, we're good to go all the way between Charlotte and Collier County, fully up to speed. However, there is a slowdown in Fort Myers on MLK Boulevard building, and this is heading west towards Michigan. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News Now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today after the cold start, still a cool one for this afternoon. Upper 60s and lower 70s with a lot of sunshine and dry air. It's really going to be gorgeous for today as well as for tomorrow. As we start on the chilly side, then we rebound into the mid to upper 70s with all that sunshine. Next chance of rain and our next cold front is going to be on Saturday with it. Some scattered rain will be passing by. We look fantastic on Sunday. Another chance of rain late Monday with a cooler than average week as we look ahead. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
When your liberal relatives from up north come for a month, turn up 92.5 Fox News in the house, in the car, and on the radio at the beach. 92.5 Fox News. Run all along.
Hi, I'm Kyle Lee with Lee Auto Group. We sell more low-mileage cars and trucks than anyone in Southwest Florida because we have more. Over 300 vehicles in stock with locations in Fort Myers and Tampa. See for yourself at lee-cars.com.
Lee Auto Group is looking for quality pre-owned vehicles. Let them make your buying or selling experience easy and safe. Contact Lee Auto Group at 239-288-7374 or visit lee-cars.com.
Don't forget the dash.
Do you want more for your child's education? Mason Classical Academy is a K-12 tuition-free school with a proven track record, earning A grades every year since its founding, and ranks in the top 2% of all Florida public schools. Mason Classical Academy's students learn objective truth, beauty, and to pursue the good in all things. They prepare their students for more than just passing a state test. The Mason Classical Academy classrooms promote patriotism, civics, moral character, a love of history, and the true story of Western civilization. Their challenging classical curriculum and traditional teaching methods show students how to think, not what to think. Mason Classical Academy is available to any student, regardless of income or zip code. If you want more for your child's education, Mason Classical Academy is the answer. Learn the true, do the good, love the beautiful. Enroll your child now for the tuition-free 2021-2022 school year by visiting masonacademy.com today.
If I said the word Medicare, you'd probably start thinking about paperwork and deadlines. But with the annual election period ending on December 7th, here's something else to think about. $0. Florida Blue Medicare has benefits that help you save money, like a $0 monthly plan premium and $0 to low copay for prescription drugs. There's also comprehensive dental, vision, and hearing coverage that includes discounts on eyeglasses, hearing aids, and more. See all the ways Florida Blue keeps money in your pocket, and you won't think of Medicare the same way again. But hurry, December 7th is your last chance to enroll. Call 866-219-7818 or visit floridabluemedicare.com/radio to switch today and see how Blue is committed to you. Florida Blue is a PPO health plan with a Medicare contract. Florida Blue Medicare is an HMO plan with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in Florida Blue or Florida Blue Medicare depends on contract renewal. All benefits not available on all plans.
When everything around us has been interrupted, including playtime, work time, and downtime, friends and family are always there to help pick up the pieces. At Castilla Roofing, we are here for our community, our employees, and you. Keeping a roof over your head is our job, our headache, and our promise to you. Castilla Roofing, family owned and operated. Your satisfaction is our reputation.
Go to CastillaRoofing.us, that's CASTILLA, or call 239-465-2646, license CCC 1328615.
Dell Technologies has announced their Cyber Monday sale. They're releasing new doorbusters every weekday, plus up to 50% off cutting-edge tech for your business. There's no better time to upgrade your small business with the latest laptops and desktops with Intel Core processors, plus there's free shipping on everything. Yes, everything. Give Dell Technologies advisors a call. They'll identify the right tech solution for your business. Call 877-ASK-DELL or go to Dell.com/SP Cyber Monday. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
At home with Robert, retired burglar and family man.
Carolers! That's the holiday spirit. Speaking of which, SimpliSafe Home Security is having a huge holiday sale. Right now, you can get 40% off a new system and a free camera at simplisafe.com/holiday. That's 40% off the system U.S. News named the best of 2020. SimpliSafe protects your whole home 24/7 with monitoring by professionals. The sale ends soon, so go to simplisafe.com/holiday for 40% off and a free camera today.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steve.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line, streaming live on YouTube anytime you want to watch at Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. Please subscribe to the channel while you're there. Help us to keep us going on both Facebook and YouTube, and we thank you very much for watching. It is freezing outside. It's cold. It is cold. It's freezing. My son just walked in the room just now and was asking about, does this look warm enough? Does this look warm enough? It's like, you're not wearing enough layers to get outside. It's just way too cold. And for those that are visiting, it's way too cold. For us here in Southwest Florida, it is, what is the temperature right now, Jake? I don't even know what it is. The last time I checked, I think it was like 42 or 45, some kind of crazy number like that. Is that right? I don't know. Jake will check and he'll let us know. So we wake up this morning to the feelings of Christmas, which is very nice. And I don't know. Is it too early for the feelings of Christmas? for it to be this cold? I could have waited a couple more weeks. All of a sudden, I don't get me wrong, I don't want summer, but I'm kind of longing for my fingertips again. I can't really feel them at the moment. Thank you to everybody who continues to send Christmas cards to our men and women serving overseas. 10,000 for the troops, P.O. Box 877, Fort Myers 33902. Or dropping them off at one of 5 Mills Diner locations around Southwest Florida. One in Fort Myers, Bonita Springs, and Cape Coral, and 2 in Naples. And we know now that at last count, Kim Gade and everybody over at Lee Health, they have been absolutely amazing. And the count, the first count, goes over 10,000. Can you believe it? 18,469 cards so far, and they just keep coming. And so keep them coming. We've got until the end of the week to get them shipped out. So we're going to get them counted and vetted and ready to go to send off to all kinds of places across the globe to send to our men and women serving there overseas, and looking forward to a big number this year, hopefully bigger than ever. So we'll see. We're well on the way. All right. Before we get back to some of the talk that is what's happening with voting integrity, and you do understand, for those liberals that watch this program, and I know I get your emails, I get them all, I understand you're watching, and I understand you're not really pleased with the things that I say. Sorry. That you do understand that voter integrity means something. That the fact that there may be all of these issues that we're hearing about, the fact that truckloads of ballots arrived in Arizona 10 days after vote counting seemingly ended, that the Joe Biden ballots in Michigan were scanned 8 to 10 times that we heard about yesterday, that over 100,000 Wisconsin late ballots backdated to November 3rd, all of these and many more that we can give you an example of. You do want us to find out about this, right? Because if this is a joke, then we can put it aside. But if it's not, you care as much as we do about voter integrity. Unless your guy gets voted into office, then you think that's cool, right? Is that what you're suggesting? I'm just asking, because we do want to figure this out. But before we get to more of that, you may be trying to ask yourself, let's just play the media's game, and let's just say Joe Biden is president-elect, and let's just say that Joe Biden becomes president of the United States. There are going to be people that he'll put around him that will be ones that will help to craft decisions that will affect your life and my life. There will be a bunch of Republicans that are going to have to grow a spine and fight back. That would be in both the House and in the Senate, mostly in the Senate, to be a firewall. Hopefully on January 5th, we'll have an election result in Georgia that will give 2 Senate seats to Republicans, and we'll have a firewall in place, something to certainly be concerned about. Why? Well, I don't know. Let's find out from Chuck Schumer. Here you go. A little bit of Chuck Schumer yesterday being asked about policies of Joe Biden and what he's going to do in his first days in office. So here's just a little snippet of something.
That on his first day of office, he will give transgender students access to sports, bathrooms, and locker rooms in accordance with their gender identity in all federally funded schools. Do you think he has the ability to do this, and do you agree with this decision?
I agree with the decision, and I know he'll check things out thoroughly legally.
Do you really think Joe Biden's going to check things out legally? Do you really think the same Joe Biden in the same media who doesn't even want to check out legally whether or not there was an election held legally? These are the same people that will find out whether or not what you just heard is going to be legally able to take place. Transgenders in any locker room or bathroom or whatever they identify as, whatever you identify as, you go where you want. Just identify whatever it is you want to identify as, and you're able to go. And how can you question what I think and what I believe? Are you suggesting that you can't? What? No, we're going to have what? Documented proof? Is that how this? How is it going? This is the first days of the Biden administration. This is where we're going. That's. Now, you may listen to that and say, all right, well, calm down. It's not going to go anywhere. Or what's the big deal? Why are you making a big deal out of that? Oh, I don't know. Let's go to somebody else. Maybe that would be a big deal. Like Janet Yellen. Do you know who Janet Yellen is? The possibility she was somebody that worked at the Fed. Janet Yellen now as a possible Treasury Secretary. Working at the Treasury Department, you know, where the monies go out to different things that the administration would put forward, and a Treasury Secretary that advises the president on economics. What is Janet Yellen, possibly the next Treasury Department Secretary, what does she think are the most important things that we should do with our tax dollars? The Treasury, and what should be paid for. Let's find out what a possible Biden administration looks like moving forward. Here's a little snippet of something you might want to hear.
We risk missing the obligation to address deeper structural problems, inequality, stagnant wages, especially for workers who lack a college education, communities that have seen industry disappear with no good jobs replacing lost ones, racial disparities in pay, job opportunities, housing, food security, and small business lending that deny wealth building to communities of color.
Does this sound like activism to you? Because it sure sounds like activism to me. That's Janet Yellen, who could possibly be the next Treasury Secretary. This is activism, everybody. This is what we're going to get.
To rebuild our infrastructure and create better jobs, to invest in our workforce, to advance racial equity and make sure the economic recovery includes everyone, to address the climate crisis.
To address the climate crisis. By the way, when she says something to the effect of...
To advance racial equity and make sure the economic recovery includes everyone.
She's talking about being the Treasury Secretary and advising the president on economics. And what does that look like? How does that work exactly? What's going to be equitable for whom, and who gets left out? And who's going to lose while others gain? Because activism. Climate, we got to address climate change. The climate crisis. There's a crisis, everybody, going on. I mean, do you see how cold it is in Southwest Florida? You think it gets cold like this all the time? Jake, do you understand that we never, ever get cold like this here in Southwest Florida? It never happens. Can you name for me or think of any other time in our past where we've ever had it this cold? Ever.
I'm pretty sure it's been this cold before.
239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. Yeah, it has been. But some will make it sound like it's never been, and it's just the tip of the Southwest Florida iceberg that's out there right now, everybody, that we've got to do something in regards to climate. And Janet Yellen, who's going to be the Treasury Secretary under a Biden administration, who's thinking about racial equality and fiscally how we're going to solve that issue.
To advance racial equity and make sure the economic recovery includes everyone.
Yeah, guess what? The free market does that, everybody. The free market opens that up. Plenty of opportunity and plenty of play. Oh, by the way, if you don't have a college education, do you know how many incredibly well-paying jobs are out there right now? Vocational, HVAC. I can go through a million different jobs that are out there that pay quite a lot of money. More than if you took a 4-year degree and went to college and spent all this money and put yourself into debt. Oh, that's right. You don't have to worry about putting yourself into debt because the government's going to take care of it. So we can keep you going through the machine so you can get your intermediate wireless basket weaving studies, anomaly courses, or I don't even know what you would, your gender study courses, which are going to pay you big dollars, as opposed to getting into a really high-paying, well-paying job right away in some technical vo-tech places where we should be going and teaching and showing and getting individuals right into the workforce and not having to worry about that 4-year college degree. Those jobs do exist, but we can't talk about that because, I don't know, because of the climate crisis. I just wanted to put that out there to remind everybody that even though there is still a fight to be had when it comes to voting integrity, and Jake, let's take a break right now. Even though there is a fight about voter integrity, even though there is a fight and big stories that the media is going to ignore, a Michigan witness who said all military ballots looked like they were Xeroxed, none of which were for Donald Trump. Some of the millions of ballots in question that are out there that we will continue to fight, the president's legal team will continue to fight, and others as well. That even as that is going on, no matter what the results are, the fact is that our fight for the Constitution and the rule of law and what is right, being right all along, doesn't stop. We start here locally and we work our way out. And we secure our liberties right here with our own municipalities in Southwest Florida and our own families. We keep it up. All right, it's Daybreak 92.5 Fox News, right all along with traffic. Here's Sabrina Katz.
Traffic is slowing on MLK Boulevard between Ortiz and I-75, eastbound as well as westbound. Also delays in Collier County on Immokalee Road heading towards the interstate. We are slowing in Collier as well if you're heading southbound on Airport Pulling Road towards Golden Gate Parkway. Not a major backup if you're heading southbound on Airport Pulling Road towards Radio Road. Radio Road, some stop-and-go slowdowns heading east and west between Airport Pulling and Livingston. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
After our coldest start since January with even some patchy frost inland, we are going to rebound to 69 degrees as we're dry and beautiful for this afternoon with a lot of sunshine. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
There's the left sway, and then there's the right way. 92.5 Fox News.
It's the holidays. Rock Solid wants this season to be your best ever. This year, your celebrations might be a little different. Rock Solid knows you'll be spending a lot more time at home. Give your family the gift of new kitchen countertops. Your new dream kitchen can be the centerpiece of all your holiday fun. Rock Solid promises fast installation, plenty of time for the holidays. And Rock Solid will give you a free sink, too. This holiday season, Rock Solid wants you to stay safe and stay healthy.
Rock Solid. We don't stop at just countertops.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Cathedral Roofing Innovations, the tile roof experts in Southwest Florida. They have an important message for anyone who has had these three things happen. Now, if you answer yes to all three, you have to call Cathedral Roofing Innovations today. 1, did you file any roof damage claim to your insurance company in the last 3 years? 2, do you have a tile roof? 3, did your insurance company deny your claim and only pay for a small repair? Look, I know thousands of you listened and answered yes to all 3 questions. Now, even if your claim was denied, there are still ways to get your new tile roof. Do not let the opportunity to increase the value of your home go by. In some cases, we're talking about $75,000 to $100,000. It's not too late. Now, all you have to do is contact Cathedral Roofing Innovations. Just go to cathedralroofingnaples.com right now to start increasing the value of your home. That's cathedralroofingnaples.com.
License number CCC 1331928.
Hey, small business owners, this is Drew Steele. Look, things have been rough this year, and we want to help. Enter the Bounce Forward Together sweepstakes presented by Comcast Business, and you can win $5,000 and a 4-week professionally produced ad schedule on 92.5 Fox News. Log on to bounceforwardtogether.com, answer a few quick questions, and you'll be entered to win. That's bounceforwardtogether.com to enter to win $5,000 for your small business. No purchase necessary. See official rules for details.
Shouldn't you feel amazing? Hello, this is Dr. Heiler in Naples from the Feel Amazing Institute. If you suffer from chronic knee pain, back pain, or neuropathy, I have solutions for you. Regenerative medicine and stem cell treatment options that are now approved and often paid for by Medicare. Call my office for a free telephone consultation at 239-330-1000. That's 330-1000. This is Dr. Heiler, board-certified chiropractic neurologist. My office combines regenerative medicine, chiropractic, and neurology to help you feel amazing again. Knee pain, back pain, and neuropathy, I have affordable and Medicare-friendly solutions for you. I only do 5 free consultations per week, so please call right away. 239-330-1000. Also at feelamazing.com.
Hi, this is John Lawrence with CGU Homes Residential Contractor in Southwest Florida. As a Naples native, my childhood is full of memories, from fishing the backwaters of the Everglades to helping my dad with home improvement projects. Today, I have the pleasure of watching my kids grow up, enjoying the same way of life. At CGU Homes, we understand building a home is more than drawings and budgets. It's about building lifelong memories for you and your family. I've been in the residential construction industry for over 20 years and have had the luxury of handpicking my team. When it comes to my team, I look for passion, innovation, and trustworthiness. You can trust CGU Homes to build with honesty and transparency through every step of the building process. So when you're ready to start a new chapter for your family, whether it's remodeling your existing home or building a brand new one, I invite you to see some of our past projects and learn more about us at cguhomes.com. That's cguhomes.com. And God bless the USA.
This is 92.5 Fox News. Now, back to Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Looks like Daddy's bringing home the barbecue. A big sack of McDonald's McRib sandwiches. Grilled pork and that sassy sauce.
All right, hold on a second. What? I guess people are making a big stink because the McRib is back.
2 days, right?
Wait a minute. Have you been waiting? I'm leaving it up to Jake to get excited about the McRib. No, it's today, isn't it? Is it today that it comes? Are you excited about it?
It is. That's what I'm doing today. I'm excited.
I was only half joking because I just wanted to play the ad. That was from the 80s. And it's the first time they've had it nationwide since 2012, and it's back. And I'm pretty convinced that it's not ribs.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is, but you love it that much, huh, Jake?
It is that good. I mean, honestly, it's my favorite. So
is it really? Okay. So there you go. For those that care, the McRib is back. And also for those who care, and I'm sure Jake cares about this as well. Remember that big monolith that they found out in Utah? That one big metal thing that was sticking out of the ground there in the middle of what is the Utah desert. And well, Utah's, trust me, Salt Lake City is already a desert. I don't know, many people don't realize this, but Salt Lake City itself is a desert. There's water does not exist there in the bowl. It's trust me, I live there, I know. But I guess it's gone now. A couple of guys came and picked it up. Did you know? As quickly as
well, I don't know how they could have just picked it up. It was like 12 foot tall.
They did it
light either.
They did it. Apparently, this metal monolith that was in the middle of
of what is. If you're wondering what the area looks like, if you've ever seen paintings or you think about the Grand Canyon and the Red Rock, that's down south in Utah. That's where it was, and right in the middle of nowhere. And somebody saw this shiny thing sticking out there. Well, now it's gone. A couple of guys came and picked it up and took it off, and nobody knows who they are, where they're from, or they just said that they were on a mission and they picked it up, leading into more of the mystery of, and why not? It's 2020, right?
Aliens.
Yeah. So it was funny because there was in Romania, they found one too. Did you hear about the one in Romania?
Yeah, but upon my analysis, when you compare the two, it seems as if the one in Romania is fake. Because there's a lot of man-made marks on it.
Wait, hold on a
the
second.
one prior didn't have.
Yeah, what gave it away? Was it the clear markings of somebody who took a machine and kind of circled around to kind of rough up the metal?
It was so obvious.
And the guy banged on it, and it was like dong, dong, dong. It was like
I'm pretty sure my cat could have done better welds than what was on that.
Well, we don't. Hey, listen, your cat does welding. All right.
Hey.
Well, that's good. Good to know. I might need some
She's
work.
got to earn her keep. You know?
Is that right? Your cat earns its keep. By the way, I'm this close. My fingers are thinly spread apart from getting a dog. It could possibly happen by the weekend. So I'm debating whether or not to go sleepless right into the new year for the next couple of weeks, or whether or not to wait. I don't think I should wait. I think it's time.
Yeah, I would just do it.
I need a dog. All right. 239-479-5592. Hey, listen, when we come back, there's important things to discuss. Lee County Commissioner Brian Hammer is going to join us for a few minutes. We're going to talk about some of the things that are happening here locally, including how you can get involved with helping some individuals around Southwest Florida. Some approval of some road widenings. Where is that going to be taking place? Maybe on a street near you. So that is a good thing. We'll get to that. And even a local COVID update. He does a great job on his Facebook page of getting COVID numbers here locally. Plus, we'll have more on Election Watch and Project Veritas exposing CNN once again. Man, this was, some would say, huge.
This is Daybreak.
92.5 Fox News.
You want a new look for your kitchen, but you really dread the thought of subjecting your home and family to the mess and fuss created by weeks of remodeling? Cornerstone Builders has the solution. They can give your kitchen an entirely new look in a matter of days, not weeks. Stand by for the phone number to schedule your free in-home consultation. Cornerstone will save you a lot of time and thousands of dollars with a custom kitchen reface. This 4-step process includes 15 cabinet doors, 5 drawer fronts, and includes relaminating your cabinet exteriors, plus new hinges and new knobs or handles. Best part? The price. Just $38.20 for a beautiful thermofoil reface or $78.20 for maple wood reface. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation. 239-332-3020. That's 332-3020. 239-332-3020. Cornerstone Builders in Fort Myers, Naples, and Marco Island. With 30 years and 22,000 satisfied customers. You know they're gonna wow you.
Mel's Diner makes your holiday meals easy.
We're bringing back good times and great food. Mel's Diner.
This holiday season, Mel's Diner puts everyone in the spirit with Mel's Holiday Family Meals to Go. Serving up to 6 with entrees like Mel's famous slow-roasted turkey, hand-carved just for you, or baked all-natural Virginia ham. Dinners include your choice of homemade stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, or mashed sweet potatoes and green beans and corn. And as a bonus, a whole pumpkin pie for just $79.99. You can't prepare it for less. And with this delicious deal, you don't have to cook. Reserve yours today. Mel's Diner gift cards are available now with a 20% bonus. It's a bell-ringing deal. For example, buy a $25 gift card and get 30. It's the gift everyone will enjoy. Make it home for the holidays with holiday family meals to go from Mel's Diner.
Mel's Diner.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet. So leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $70 off any electrical repair.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
Hypocrites.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
Tyler McDaniel here, and Brad McDaniel. We're the second generation of Ken Marcare. For our whole lives, our father Ken McDaniel raised us and instilled in us the work ethic and morals which we operate under and live by today. Ken Marcare has teamed up with Maytag to bring high-quality products to you covered by Maytag's exclusive 12-year parts and 12-year dependability promise on select purchases. Be treated like family. Call Ken Marcare. 239-437-7040. That's 437-7040. And online at kenmarcare.com. License number CAC 057163.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Coronavirus vaccinations are set to start next week in the United Kingdom, the first country in the world to approve one, developed jointly by the American drug company Pfizer and the German biotech company BioNTech.
50 hospitals across the country are already set up and waiting to receive the vaccine.
UK Health Secretary Matt Hancock says nursing home residents, people over 80, and healthcare workers will be among the first to get the shot. The Justice Department's investigating a possible plan to buy a pardon from President Trump. Fox's Gernal Scott reports a redacted, unsealed document doesn't show a lot of specifics.
It did show plans for someone to hand over a large political contribution in exchange for a presidential pardon. The DOJ was allowed to see some emails that provided more information. Prosecutors say they plan to confront people named in those emails.
America's listening to Fox News.
This Wink News Break is sponsored by Cornerstone Builders. Give us the opportunity to wow you.
Now, this is a Wink News Update.
I'm Corey Lazar with Wink News. The father of the young girl who died after a truck hit her at her Cape Coral bus stop has been arrested. Crime Stopper says an anonymous tip helped them catch Glenn Aiken. They say he robbed a bank on Friday. He is the father of Layla Aiken. We now know who was likely driving the car that crashed into a Cape Coral canal, killing 2 little boys. A report from the Department of Children and Families says the 2 boys' father, Kenneth Lawson, was not the one behind the wheel. They say it was likely his lover, Julia Drudy. Cape Coral police are still investigating this crash, but they do say drugs or alcohol were involved. Today, Naples city leaders are considering parking stickers to indicate that you actually live in Collier County to park at the end of some streets that currently allow visitor parking. Now, this comes after Naples beaches were packed with visitors in May, preventing some of you who live there from being able to park. Naples City Council will also discuss raising the parking meter rates from $2.50 an hour to $3. Florida is now the 3rd state to cross 1 million COVID-19 cases. Right now, our daily new cases per 100,000 people took a dip and remains steady. That translates into some good news with our infection rate. It's now trending down. A special meeting is planned for Thursday in Naples concerning a mask mandate. Back in July, the city declined to implement a mandate, instead chose to strongly encourage you to wear a face mask. The general manager of Hyatt Regency Coconut Point sent a letter to the state warning about 45 layoffs. They say there are encouraging signs the economy can reopen, but the demand for travel and hospitality services will take longer. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News Traffic.
Traffic is slowing on MLK Boulevard between Ortiz and I-75 eastbound as well as westbound. Also delays in Collier County on Immokalee Road heading towards the interstate. We are slowing in Collier as well if you're heading southbound on Airport Pulling Road towards Golden Gate Parkway. Not a major backup if you're heading southbound on Airport Pulling Road towards Radio Road. Radio Road, some stop and go slowdowns heading east and west between Airport Pulling and Livingston. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, after the cold start, still a cool one for this afternoon. Upper 60s and lower 70s with a lot of sunshine and dry air. It's really going to be gorgeous for today as well as for tomorrow. As we start on the chilly side, then we rebound into the mid to upper 70s with all that sunshine. Next chance of rain and our next cold front is going to be on Saturday. With it, some scattered rain will be passing by. We look fantastic on Sunday. Another chance of rain late Monday with a cooler than average week as we look ahead. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
The antidote to the anti-conservatives. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hey, with all that's going on right now, many of us are thinking about our health and finances more than we usually do. So with the December 15th deadline to get health coverage for 2021, you should know Florida Blue offers up to $500 in rewards just for staying healthy. With the Florida Blue Health and Wellness Rewards Program, you can earn rewards for completing easy activities like going to your annual wellness visit or just getting a flu shot. You can use that $500 to pay your premiums, and if there's extra, it covers any other healthcare expenses you have. With Florida Blue's affordable plans, this $500 goes a long way. So get healthcare that gets you and gets rewarded for simply taking care of yourself. Don't wait. Your last chance to enroll for 2021 is December 15th. Florida Blue's expert agents are ready to help you enroll today. Call 800-530-4648 or visit floridablue.com/wegetyou.
Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc. These health benefit plans have limitations and exclusions. The amount of benefits provided depends upon the plan selected, and the premium may vary with the amount of the benefits selected. Rewards available for individual ACA members 18 years or older. Reward amounts will apply to premiums, and excess amounts may be redeemed subject to the rewards program terms and conditions. 104066.
This Friday and Saturday only at Duncan's Diamonds, we're having our multi-million-dollar holiday VIP sale. As a very important person, you come in and make your best offer. This VIP sale is your chance to negotiate the best jewelry price of a lifetime. That's right, you name the price. This is the opportunity to save big on fine jewelry and diamonds for the holidays. Choose from Duncan's Diamonds' spectacular selection of certified diamonds and diamond jewelry. 5 times the selection of other jewelry stores. Duncan's Diamonds has the best selection of designer jewelry. Just make an offer on your favorite diamonds and jewelry. This weekend is the perfect time to buy at Duncan's Diamonds Holiday VIP. You can make your best deal on all diamond rings, bracelets, diamond earrings, and more. Don't miss this opportunity. No reasonable offer will be refused. The multi-million-dollar holiday VIP sale at Duncan's Diamonds. Your best chance to get the finest jewelry at great prices. This Friday and Saturday at Duncan's Diamonds, Gulf Coast Town Center, US 41, and Naples at Mercado.
This is 92.5 Fox News.
All right, it's Daybreak 92.5 Fox News, 239-479-5592. There is the phone number, streaming live on YouTube anytime you want to watch at Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. Please subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate it. We also appreciate all of you. 10,000 for the troops, P.O. Box 877 Fort Myers, 33902, and dropping off cards for our men and women serving overseas at any one of 5 Mel's Diner locations across Southwest Florida. We have Fort Myers, Bonita Springs, and Cape Coral, and also 2 in Naples. By the way, at last count, 18,469 cards and counting. So already over the 10,000 mark, thanks to you, and quickly heading to 20,000, thanks to you. So we'll keep it going. We'll keep you up to date on all the numbers coming up as well. So please get those cards and letters now. To get them together, the cards, don't steal the envelopes, and no glitter inside. Kim Gade and everybody at Lee Health have to vet those cards, and the end of the week will be the end to get them out in time for Christmas. All right, Lee County Commissioner Brian Hammond joining us right now on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. We always appreciate a few minutes with him. There's a few things that are going on around town. How are you, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing well, Drew. Good morning. Good to talk to you. And we've got exciting news to add to your card count.
Oh, wait. All right. Hold on a second. I need some dramatic music for this. Hold on a second. Let's do this. A big reveal. Here we go. Tell us.
And Lee County employees have 3,700 cards. Actually, it's a little more than 3,700 cards to contribute.
What?
So,
3,700?
Yeah,
well, wait a minute. So that if I do my math, carry the 3, that puts us over 20,000 cards now. You've helped us to put us over 20,000. 3,700 cards. That is amazing. Thank you so much. That is great.
Well, thank you for the support that you guys give to the troops every year doing this. This is fantastic. And I want to thank specifically our Department of Transportation, our Parks and Rec employees, and our Department of Community Development employees. They all chipped in. They came up with thousands of cards because, you know what, they love our community. They love our men and women who are serving us overseas. And I'm just really proud of the county employees for what they've done to help us out with this.
Well, I cannot tell you how much we certainly appreciate it. I can tell you how much they appreciate it, being that I was there in Germany last year and had a chance to deliver 15,000 personally to Ramstein. And the expression, the disbelief that there are people at home who are thinking about them during the holidays, to the point where somebody would show up and hand deliver cards. It was fantastic to see their faces. So a big thank you so much, everybody there, and continue to keep those cards coming. Southwest Florida, we haven't stopped yet. So over 20,000 and then some. We keep it going. So. That is great. All right, Brian, so let's talk about where would you like to start today? Because I know I heard about, maybe we should start with this. You know, clearly it's cold outside. And for those that are visiting, it's freezing. For the rest of us, it's freezing. If you're walking around, we love you visiting Southwest Florida. I love that you got a little sweatshirt on and shorts. I love that. I can't look at you because wearing shorts right now in this temperature, I'm sure is it's just it feels weird for us. But having said that, there are people that we are concerned about when it comes to the cold weather here in Southwest Florida.
No, there are, absolutely. You know, we're really concerned this time of year about our homeless population, and I think a lot of us have seen the uptick in the folks who are homeless and out on the street corners with the panhandling right now. I want you to know that Lee County, through our Human and Veterans Services team, we're out there thinking about the homeless and trying to set up ways to help them out. Last night, we made sure that we had extra capacity, which is basically extra beds, at the Bob James Triage Center and the Salvation Army, two places where we could take more people in to get them out of the cold. We're also looking for several different, we've identified several different outreach locations that are along the Lee-Tran bus routes, where our volunteers staff are distributing blankets, hand warmers, socks. We're even giving out hot coffee and a one-day Lee-Tran bus pass to help homeless folks if they accept an offer to be sheltered. That started at 5 o'clock yesterday. So we're kind of we're being proactive. We're going to the folks who are homeless to try and help get them into the shelters, get them into the programs that they need that will hopefully get them back on their feet. But most importantly, when it gets cold like this, we want to help them get out of the cold and make sure they're comfortable.
Right. And I was going to say, is there a number or someplace that people can contact? Maybe they know somebody who could possibly use some assistance. Go ahead.
Sure. That number's 239-533-7996. That's 533-7996. That number is our coordinated entry phone line. They'll have an announcement there about what you can do in the cold weather. It'll have the outreach locations on there, the transportation assistance instructions, and also where you can go for sheltering and supplies. One thing, listeners can get involved here, Drew. If they want to donate blankets, coats, gloves, socks, hand warmers, or hats, those could be dropped off at our recreation centers. So that's like the Estero Veterans Park in Lehigh Acres and the Waxahachie Rec Center in South Fort Myers. You could find the addresses for those, on legov.com or just Google Maps. But we'll accept those donations and make sure that they get to people who can use them.
Okay, sounds good. Brian Hammond joining us on Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News, Lee County Commissioner. I noticed that, and I heard that there is a possibility that this would come up, some road widenings. People in Southwest Florida love when they hear that because they're wondering if it's in their community, if it's near where they're at. And so I wonder if maybe you can go through some of the details of where this will be taking place.
Sure. A lot of us in Cape Coral are getting ready to head to work or on our way to work. If you're on Burnt Store Road and you're wondering when is the county going to get started on the final segment between Tropicana and Pine Island Road, the answer is very soon. We just approved the contract yesterday to hire Wright Construction as the company that's going to finish the road widening there. So we will get Burnt Store Road finished in about 18 months. Once they get under construction, they're going to widen that out to 4 lanes to match the rest of Burnt Store Road there. And thank goodness, it'll solve a lot of the traffic problems. We're also thinking about the traffic problems on the bridges. We had a workshop with the County Commission and our transportation staff to look at the Cape Coral Bridge and the Midpoint Bridge and the congestion that comes with both of those. One of the ideas that we discussed and gave our staff the go-ahead to research is the idea of adding a lane on the outside of both of those bridges. So in total, it would add 4 more lanes of traffic going over the bridge. Now, that would also have to be paired with some improvements on the roads, Colonial and College as well, to make sure that they can accept that traffic. Right. But we sent our staff on that. It would be impossible almost environmentally to build a new bridge from Cape Coral to Fort Myers. Figuring out where that corridor would be and then environmentally siting that would be impossible. But adding lanes to the existing bridges would almost give us the effect or the capacity of a new bridge if we can get that done. So this is a more longer-term project. This is something that might be 10 years out, but when you have to go through the permitting and the budgeting for all this, you got to get started now.
Yeah, because that you bring up such an important point, which is adding lanes sounds great until you bottleneck up at, let's say, Colonial there in Summerlin. That area is always messy. And I wonder what you can possibly do. I mean, would you do a flyover? I don't know. I think that's probably the only thing you could do, but you'd have to do something like that. Has that been discussed?
Yeah, our staff actually looked at a number of different alternatives, and they proposed each of them to the county commission. One thing that I think you're going to see in the very near future is we're going to add a third left turn lane from Summerlin onto Colonial. We're going to give it extra time to get more people off of Summerlin onto Colonial. It should help with people heading home from Fort Myers into Cape Coral to get over the Midpoint Bridge. And then for the longer term, we're actually looking at turning that into a flyover. The flyover would be a left turn flyover from Summerlin onto Colonial. What that would accomplish is obviously everybody going over Summerlin, turning onto Colonial would be able to just go straight through. But it also would allow us to add more green time to all of the other movements at that intersection, because now we've eliminated an entire lane of traffic, an entire traffic movement that doesn't have to be accounted for in the stoplight there. So hopefully that'll help ease some of the congestion issues underneath the potential flyover, and also for the folks who would be trying to go from Summerlin onto Colonial. It's in the planning stages. This is, again, a longer-term thing, so plenty of time for public input so that we can hear from the public, too, as they have thoughts on that.
Sure, and I think that is important because I'm sure you know, as I know, and I'm saying this with all due respect to everybody involved, there's a lot of people in the community who have a lot of thoughts on this. They have their own ideas. I get emails all the time saying, why don't you guys do this? Or what about this idea? Well, that's great. You should present those ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. We try to be very approachable through social media or through email at our office or a call. Of course, we want to hear your ideas. And I want you to know that on Colonial and Summerlin, it's actually an intersection our staff did a full-fledged study on. They looked at the different alternatives. They presented several of them to us. Some of them, are really fancy, but they might cost a total of $1 billion by the time you get it all done.
What's $1 billion between friends? Come on, we can do that.
Yeah, I'm not in Congress yet, Drew. So we actually pay attention to how we budget here in Lee County.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No, that's funny. All right. Well, but on a serious note, there are places around Southwest Florida and certainly Lee County where there are always going to be currently issues when it comes to traffic. People get frustrated. They want to see things moving forward. There are things that are being discussed. There are things that are being moving forward. And please, I implore you, if you're listening and you are somebody who believes that you have the answers to some of these issues, you really think you have an idea whose time has come, you should present it. I think I might even make the case that even on Fort Myers Beach, in issues there were people that had thoughts and opinions on how the movement of traffic would go, and I think that people were very responsive in some of the suggestions that they made, and you all were as well, and to listen and to see what's available out there. So there's no such thing as a bad idea. There's only bad people. No, that's not how that works. I forget the expression. That's not even close.
By the way, speaking of bad people, I'm just kidding. But congratulations, YouTube kind of tagged you today with little U.S. elections. The AP has called the presidential race for Joe Biden. See more on Google. I don't know if they do that to you every day, but congratulations on getting tagged today.
On my YouTube channel right now, as you're watching, streaming live, am I getting tagged?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, yesterday.
It just has a little thing that says, U.S. elections. The AP has called the presidential race for Joe Biden. So they just want people to know as they listen to you.
Oh, nice.
That,
congratulations. Yeah, some of our tech buddies there yesterday on Facebook decided that, we're not going to allow this. Yeah, I had to re-engage. I had a couple of viewers that were looking and saying, you might want to check this out. Yeah, it's look, the great news is that in a free market capitalist society, there are going to be alternatives like Parler and like Rumble. And there are places that we will be able to go. And those will be places that will invite different opinions and not stifle your thoughts or your opinions the way it should be. And the longer others do it, more people will realize why we need alternatives and why they're good. So we'll get there. All right, Brian Ammon, Lee County Commissioner, thank you for the cards. Thank you to everybody there. Please personally thank them for me and for everybody here. Over 3,700 cards. That puts us over 20,000 now plus. So we are well on our way to who knows where. This is great with 10,000 for the troops. All right, my friend. All the best. We'll speak soon.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. All right, there he goes. All right, and let's do this right now. It's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD right now. Caller number 5 at 239-479-5592. If you'd like to play, have a little bit of fun. Coming up on Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News, right all along. Sabrina Katz has your traffic.
Traffic is slowing on I-75 south of Corkscrew. That morning rush is really underway and packing the interstate heading south towards Bonita Beach Road. Also delays on US 41 heading south of Alico, only a quarter mile of a backup. Lee Road is congested north and south. If you are commuting between Winged Foot Drive and Alico Road, I would suggest Three Oaks Parkway. That's going to be your quicker alternate. That's up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
After our coldest start since January with even some patchy frost inland, we are going to rebound to 69 degrees as we're dry and beautiful for this afternoon with a lot of sunshine. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Tougher than plastic, harder than wood. Nothing beats the power of steel. Drew Steel, weekday mornings at 6 on 92.5 Fox News.
Attention Florida plumbers, I need you to do me a favor. I want you to take a look down at your uniform shirt. Is the name Best Home Services embroidered on the front? If not, I have some very bad news. You're working at the wrong company. Join a team where you can create your own opportunities. Join Best Home Services. If you take pride in providing outstanding customer service, Best Home Services is where you want to be. Of course, we offer top wages, top benefits, top perks, but it's the other stuff that makes us different. You and your family deserve more. Join the team at Best Home Services and enjoy living up to the name. Best Home Services, now hiring plumbers.
If you struggle using CPAP, it can leave you feeling tired, forgetful.
Who put this banana in the toaster?
You did?
Cool, okay, just checking.
And even impact your health. Fortunately, now there's Inspire, a sleep apnea treatment that works inside your body with just the click of a remote. That's right, a button. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Hi, this is John Lawrence with CGU Homes, residential contractor in Southwest Florida. As a Naples native, my childhood is full of memories, from fishing the backwaters of the Everglades to helping my dad with home improvement projects. Today, I have the pleasure of watching my kids grow up, enjoying the same way of life. At CGU Homes, we understand building a home is more than drawings and budgets. It's about building lifelong memories for you and your family. I've been in the residential construction industry for over 20 years and have had the luxury of handpicking my team. When it comes to my team, I look for passion, innovation, and trustworthiness. You can trust CGU Homes to build with honesty and transparency through every step of the building process. So when you're ready to start a new chapter for your family, whether it's remodeling your existing home or building a brand new one, I invite you to see some of our past projects and learn more about us at cguhomes.com. That's cguhomes.com. And God bless the USA.
Dial *2020 France Eye Care.
Trey Riddle, your host of The Drive here. There are some huge advancements in cataract surgery you need to know about, where they don't just remove the cataracts, but they bring patients better vision. Now, it's Dr. France and his team at France Eye Care that brought you the light adjustable lens that helps you enhance the results of cataract surgery after the surgery. But now they're introducing the Vivity lens, which helps patients achieve an extended depth of focus, better night vision, and clearer distance vision. Dr. France is the first surgeon in Southwest Florida to bring you this revolutionary technology of Vivity. So give them a call today. France Eye Care. Dial from your cell ** 2020. That's ** 2020, or give them a ring at 239-418-0999. Dr. France takes care of me and my family's eyes. Let him take care of you.
France Eye Care.
Drew's College of Political Knowledge is presented by France Eye Care. Better vision, better life.
Attention, class. It's time for Drew's College of Political Knowledge.
It's Drew's
All right, let's go to Bill. Bill's in Cape Coral. Hello, Bill.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Bill. Is this Bill?
Yes. How you doing, Drew?
I'm doing. It's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD in your associate's degree question, sir. Starts right now. Hey, Bill, do you know who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner? Who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner?
Oh, I do know his name. I can't think of it.
You know it, but you can't think of it. I can't get into your brain, sir.
Oh, come on. Give me a ding.
It's Francis Scott Key. Remember Francis Scott Key?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That was in your brain, right? Wasn't that what it was? Yeah, we
Yes,
can't.
it was.
Yeah, we can't give it to you. All right. Well, let's see if you get an associate's degree on this question. Ronald Reagan won both the nomination and general election for president of the United States in what year? What year did he beat Jimmy Carter?
Ooh, I think it was 1980.
That is correct, sir. All right, you got an associate's. We'll see if you get a bachelor's degree on this question. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court right now?
John Roberts.
That is correct, sir. All right, you got a bachelor's. We'll see if you get a master's degree on this question. Remember Newt Gingrich?
Yeah.
Okay, remember Newt Gingrich was Speaker of the House from 1995 to 1999? Remember that?
Yep.
Who was the administration, the presidential administration at that time? So which administration did he, was he the Speaker of the House? During whose term?
Bush.
No, it was Bill Clinton, 1995 to 1999. I gave you a little clue there. Bill Clinton. Well, that's all right. Listen, you got up this morning, so that's good. You're probably keeping really warm today, which is also a good thing. If you got a fireplace, you are one of the lucky few in Southwest Florida. And you also got yourself a bachelor's degree today on Drew's College. No mind reading, though, today, Bill. Sorry about that.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, come on, man. All right. Well, we'll have to work on our
like
mind.
Joe now, right?
I guess maybe Jake might be able to mind read next time. We'll do better next time there, Bill. We appreciate the call. Thanks so much. 750 Drew's College. We do it each and every day.
This is Daybreak.
92.5 Fox News.
Big Finish sales event going on now at Galliana Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Lowest prices ever on over 1,500 new and certified pre-owned vehicles. For the price of one Jeep, you can drive two loaded four-wheel drive Jeep Renegade Trailhawks. 2 for $252 per month. That's 2 Jeeps for the price of one. Ram Bighorn Crew Cabs, 20% off. Plus, at Galliana Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Fort Myers, you can drive payment-free for 3 months and interest-free for up to 84 months. So why buy just one when you can drive two loaded four-wheel drive Jeep Renegade Trailhawks, 2 for $252 per month at Galliana Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1/2 mile south of Daniels Parkway on US 41 in Fort Myers. Open every day, including Sunday. Call 239-481-2600. GallianaCars.com.
$239 monthly. Lease is 10,000 miles per year, $19.99 per car due at signing plus tax. Tag title 0. Security deposit $11.90 per month for 1,000 barred for 72 months at 0% APR with 0 down with lender approval. Offers don't combine. Expires month end.
Your new home is calling you to live the good life, starting now. And River Hall is where it all starts. A true paradise. River Hall is one of the Gulf Coast's most exclusive master planned communities, with homes priced from the 200s to the 500s. Upscale country club living complete with a Davis Love III Championship golf course, all waiting for you. Here's to finally finding the perfect place. Here's to home. River Hall is just 20 minutes east of Fort Myers in the River Shores District. Come see model homes now. Visit liveriverhall.com.
Violence, theft, drugs, graffiti. It's all part of joining a gang. In times like these, we need to protect our kids and our community from gangs. Gangs often prey on teens with low self-esteem who perform poorly in school and who seek a sense of belonging. Protect kids from gangs. Know who they're hanging out with. Encourage them to become involved in school activities. Give kids a positive alternative to gangs. To learn more, visit ncpc.org or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
92.5 WFSX Estero. It's 8 o'clock on Southwest Florida's news and talk station, 92.5 Fox News.
This Wink News update is presented by New South Window Solutions. Find them online at newsouthwindow.com.
Now, this is a Wink News update.
I'm Corey Lazar with Wink News. The father of the young girl who died after a truck hit her at her Cape Coral bus stop has been arrested. Crime Stopper says an anonymous tip helped them catch Glenn Aiken. They say he robbed a bank on Friday. He is the father of Layla Aiken. We now know who was likely driving the car that crashed into a Cape Coral canal, killing 2 little boys. A report from the Department of Children and Families says the 2 boys' father, Kenneth Lawson, was not the one behind the wheel. They say it was likely his lover, Julia Drudy. Cape Coral police are still investigating this crash, but they do say drugs or alcohol were involved. Today, Naples city leaders are considering parking stickers to indicate that you actually live in Collier County to park at the end of some streets that currently allow visitor parking. Now, this comes after Naples beaches were packed with visitors in May, preventing some of you who live there from being able to park. Naples City Council will also discuss raising the parking meter rates from $2.50 an hour to $3. Florida is now the 3rd state to cross 1 million COVID-19 cases. Right now, our daily new cases per 100,000 people took a dip and remains steady. That translates into some good news with our infection rate. It's now trending down. A special meeting is planned for Thursday in Naples concerning a mask mandate. Back in July, the city declined to implement a mandate, instead chose to strongly encourage you to wear a face mask. The general manager of Hyatt Regency Coconut Point sent a letter to the state warning about 45 layoffs. They say there are encouraging signs the economy can reopen, but the demand for travel and hospitality services will take longer. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News traffic.
Traffic is slowing on I-75 south of Corkscrew. That morning rush is really underway and packing the interstate heading south towards Bonita Beach Road. Also delays on US 41 heading south of Alico, only a quarter mile of a backup. Lee Road is congested north and south. If you are commuting between Winged Foot Drive and Alico Road, I would suggest 3 Oaks Parkway. That's going to be your quicker alternate. That's up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, after the cold start, still a cool one for this afternoon. Upper 60s and lower 70s with a lot of sunshine and dry air. It's really going to be gorgeous for today as well as for tomorrow. As we start on the chilly side, then we rebound into the mid to upper 70s with all that sunshine. Next chance of rain and our next cold front is going to be on Saturday with it. Some scattered rain will be passing by. We look fantastic on Sunday. Another chance of rain late Monday with a cooler than average week as we look ahead. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Plug into the power. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. At New South, we are determined to build the best Florida window. Energy-efficient windows that stand up to heat and hurricanes. We call it the ultimate Florida window. Factory direct and guaranteed for life. New South has installed tens of thousands of windows across the state and has been named one of the fastest growing window companies in the nation. And that is why we're New South proud.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Hey, small business owners, this is Drew Steele. Look, things have been rough this year, and we want to help. Enter the Bounce Forward Together sweepstakes presented by Comcast Business, and you can win $5,000 and a 4-week professionally produced ad schedule on 92.5 Fox News. Log on to bounceforwardtogether.com, answer a few quick questions, and you'll be entered to win. That's bounceforwardtogether.com to enter to win $5,000 for your small business. No purchase necessary. See official rules for details.
Are your health insurance premiums making you sick? Tim Cooper at Health Plan Network can help. Tim has helped countless individuals and families here in the Fort Myers area save 30 to 60% on health insurance with superior coverage. Tim recently saved a family of 4 $800 a month on their health insurance with a lower deductible. If you're uninsured, recently lost your job, on COBRA, or paying extreme rates for Obamacare or your work coverage, Tim will help you understand your options. If you meet the flexible guidelines for coverage, Health Plan Network will provide you with the best coverage at the lowest rates. Their goal is to give you peace of mind and the utmost in healthcare. Go to healthplannetwork.net and see for yourself. Or better yet, call Tim, an expert with 23 years of experience, at 239-268-6712. That's 239-268-6712. Go to healthplannetwork.net. That's healthplannetwork.net, a premium personalized plan managed and designed by you, not the government.
Dell Technologies has announced their Cyber Monday sale. They're releasing new doorbusters every weekday, plus up to 50% off cutting-edge tech for your business. There's no better time to upgrade your small business with the latest laptops and desktops with Intel Core processors, plus there's free shipping on everything. Yes, everything. Give Dell Technologies advisors a call. They'll identify the right tech solution for your business. Call 877-ASK-DELL or go to Dell.com/SP Cyber Monday. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Carolers! That's the holiday spirit. Speaking of which, Simply Safe Home Security is having a huge holiday sale. Right now, you can get 40% off a new system and a free camera at simplysafe.com/holiday. That's 40% off the system U.S. News named the best of 2020. Simply Safe protects your whole home 24/7 with monitoring by professionals. The sale ends soon, so go to simplysafe.com/holiday for 40% off and a free camera today.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steve.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line, streaming live on YouTube anytime you want to watch at Drew Steele Radio. For now, Steele with 3 E's. Please subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate it, even to help us out on Facebook as well. All right, let's get right to it. There's a lot of interesting audio and interesting things that are happening. Not only in Michigan did we have a few different people, one witness saying that all military ballots look like they were Xerox copies and had 0 Trump votes. Really? How interesting is that? Did the media talk about that? No, they did not. How about a Dominion contractor who dropped a bombshell yesterday to let everybody know that she witnessed some of the ballots being run 8 to 10 times over and over and over again through the machines, and Dominion basically hiring people that had no experience. Well, why would they do that? Because they want to make it look as if there was integrity in the voting machines. But in actuality, they wanted people that were there to do whatever they said to do with no experience so that there would be no questions asked. Listen, the one thing that we always have to realize with the left's tactics are they shoot first and ask questions later. In other words, they'll do the deed. They'll do whatever it is that they're going to do, whether it comes to voting fraud or anything else, or accuse the president of a Russian collusion hoax that is non-existent and then go after him. And then once that whole thing falls apart, they'll just call you conspiracy theorists, or they'll say nothing, and they'll just try to let time roll on, and then they'll pivot to a different topic. They will get you one way or the other. They will figure out a way to win this war, even though they may lose battles, but they don't give up. They don't stop. They'll do the deed and then tell you to come and get them, knowing that they've already got a lot of things in place that are suspect. Things in place that are suspect, like judges that would allow people like Rudy Giuliani and Jenna Ellis and the Trump legal team to present a case to them of how they believe there's fraud in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and different places, just to have that judge go, no, thanks. I don't want to see any of the evidence. I don't believe there's anything there, and let's move along. That is something that is real. That is something that is happening. And there are plenty of examples, continue to be plenty of examples. Witnesses, firsthand witnesses, whistleblowers that dispute millions of ballots, Dominion tampering, shipping filled out ballots across state lines. There are witnesses to this fact that are coming out and letting people know that this is happening to bolster a case that judges for some reason don't want to discuss. I know a couple of people on our YouTube channel were asking about Attorney General Barr and why it is that yesterday the Attorney General, in an interview with AP, did something that had a lot of people surprised. That there's been one assertion that would be systemic fraud, and that would be the claim that machines were programmed essentially to skew the election results. And the DHS and DOJ have looked into that, and so far we haven't seen anything to substantiate that. Now, it's the AP putting it out there. So did the Attorney General say, oh, there's nothing to see here, everything is fine, this isn't a rigged election, let's move along? Or did he say, listen, yet we don't have anything to substantiate programmed machines and concerns about Dominion? And is it possible that he said that, everybody, because no one has been able to get their hands on the machines? Nobody has been able to get their hands on the software and been able to find out what's actually in there and what's actually going on, and be able to have a specialist go and decipher what the software was doing. So if you're asking the Attorney General of the United States, is there evidence? Well, there isn't any evidence right now because nobody's been able to get their hands on the voting machines to be able to present it to him. So is there a nugget of truth in there? Look, in the media, there's always a nugget of truth. Okay, well, you know what I'm saying. There's always a small amount of truth in the statement, enough that they can run with it. But it's out of context. So what do we have here? Do we have somebody who's going rogue as the Attorney General? Some are saying this is no good. The Attorney General is going rogue. He's going against the president. How dare he do this? Or is this Attorney General Barr doing what he's always been doing, which is present the evidence to me, let me see it, and we'll run with it? You know, at the same time, yesterday he did make John Durham special counsel so that when Attorney General Barr is gone, another administration can come in and easily get rid of John Durham and shut down the investigation. Although when the president was thinking about doing it with Robert Mueller, because we knew where it was going, which was nowhere, it was shock and dismay and how dare you, and this is outrageous, you can't do this. But if Joe Biden were to do it, which he can if he wanted to shut it down and stop the special counsel with John Durham, you know, the media would be patting him on the back. Oh, yeah, this is an outrage that anybody would do something like this to begin with. The hypocrisy is ripe and rich. We know that. We also know a lot of other circumstances that are going on with voter integrity and the concerns that many people have about how the media presents just the simplest of items. For example, did you know and did you hear the story about a photo of Jen Psaki, who's going to be Joe Biden's pick for press secretary, in the past wearing a hat that had a hammer and a sickle on it while posing with John Kerry and Russians? Hammer and a sickle, everybody. USA Today Politics, fact check the claim. A photo shows Jen Psaki, Joe Biden's pick for press secretary, wearing a hammer and sickle hat while posing with officials from Russia. Our ruling? Missing context. Missing context. Really, what would the context be? Well, it was given as a gift. Okay, so why is she smiling and wearing a hammer and sickle hat? You would imagine that's something that even as a gift was being given to somebody that you're looking at and going, I'm not wearing this. And even diplomatically going, yeah, not going to happen. You know it and I know it. And it's almost like the Russians look at the left in this country as rubes who would be willing to do something like that. You're going to wear this hat, right? Well, of course I'm going to wear the hat. Knowing full well that there would be a picture out there of John Kerry along with Jen Psaki wearing this hat. And Well, what if these are individuals that, I don't know, maybe don't necessarily have a whole lot of negativity when it comes to, I don't know, maybe some kind of activities that would be less than constitutional. I don't want to stretch the truth. I don't want to get out. I don't want to be like the media. Let's just put it this way. Don't fact check us. Do us a favor, CNN. Don't fact check us. Do us a favor, Facebook and Twitter. Don't fact check us. Okay, we understand what's going on. And if you want to know what's going on specifically, how about the audio, the bombshell of an audio put out yesterday by Project Veritas? Project Veritas, who had a chance to sit in with CNN and their editorial call. And it was James O'Keefe who was sitting in through the call and let them know that, hey, while I was sitting in the call, I was recording your phone calls just so everybody can hear exactly who you are and what you're about. Talk about bombshells. How about some of this audio from CNN showing their true colors and who they are, showing that CNN is biased against the president, biased against you, and wants to make believe like they're journalists. Now, before I play this audio, let me mention this because I think this is critical. And I don't care who hears this or not and who doesn't like this or not, but this is the fact. I am concerned that there are news organizations around the country who run with CNN content, knowing full well who and what they are, and pass themselves off to be non-biased in their reporting. Well, how do you do that when you have audio like this from Jamie Gangel, is that her name? Special correspondent for CNN, talking with Mark Zucker and CNN and talking about what they need to do to go against Donald Trump to make sure that people don't get enough information about the president and maybe be a little bit, deceitful?
I just want to underscore something that Michael said earlier about the transition and Trump, because I've been talking to a lot of people this morning on both sides, and I just keep hearing the same thing, both from Republicans who have not come out to congratulate Biden, but also to those who have in the Democrats, and that is that we have to be, news organizations have to be very careful and very responsible about not giving Trump too much of a platform on his not conceding, because they feel the transition can go forward. And, other than the national security briefings, which are critical to start now, they just don't want us to exaggerate that Trump isn't leaving office. And I'm going to have a lot of specific reporting on that later today, but just big picture wanted to underscore what Michael had said.
There you go. So we don't want to give Trump any kind of platform to make it sound as if there may be some issues with the election and how they should be covering Donald Trump in the media. I mean, it doesn't bode well for CNN to be saying some of the things that they're talking about. Jeff Zucker, who was talking on this conference call as well, and some of the things the head of CNN was saying about Trump as well. Very important stuff that James O'Keefe covered.
I just want to reemphasize that, I think we cannot normalize what has happened here in the last week with Trump and his behavior. And I go back to what David Chalian said, that this is a president who knows he's losing, who knows he's in trouble, is sick, maybe is on the after effects of steroids or not, I don't know, but he is acting erratically and desperately, and we need to not normalize that.
He's acting erratically. He's on steroids. And we need to lean into that? He's acting desperately. This is CNN, everybody, who we're told is the arbiter of all truth that is out there. And they're on conference calls talking to their reporters, and the head, Jeff Zucker, they're talking to everyone at CNN to explain to them that, Trump is acting erratically, and we want to lean into the fact that he's desperate, that he's there's something, he's in trouble, he's sick, maybe on the after effects of steroids. Again, please don't make it sound like you are the arbiters of all things that are fact and truth. Please don't tell us that you're the ones that need to have the fact checkers out there to tell us that we're wrong and you're right, and here's why. This is something that is a big deal. This is huge because this is in newsrooms all across the country, running with stories that come out of CNN and running with these stories, knowing full well who they are, which side they are on, when they shouldn't be on any side. Isn't that the point? It's bad enough that they're showing who they really are, and that Project Veritas and James O'Keefe was able to uncover this in leadership and how they want to go after the president. And there's more that we'll get to in just a little bit. But that there are other news organizations that are taking that content from CNN and running with that as if it's the truth and putting it out there for everyone locally, statewide, nationally to hear. And it's wrong. It's wrong for them to do it. It's wrong for them to run with it. It shows how journalism truly is dead and that they're just advocates for the left. That's all they are. And it's great that we have individuals like James O'Keefe and Project Veritas to expose all of this. And again, at the end of the day, policies will be made. People will be pushed into positions because of the media to make decisions that will go against the best interest of this country. And what am I talking about with that specifically? Well, how about this? And let me see if I can find it because it just popped up on my news feed and it's something that is discouraging to say the least. And I bring this up because if CNN is going to pressure and make you believe that they are the arbiters of truth, that they are true journalists, when all they're doing is showing their activism and going after the president and saying and doing some of the most outrageous things under the guise of journalism, that they will do the same thing and put pressure on certain individuals that are Republicans, that are spineless, to push agendas forward that nobody wants. I'm looking at this story in Breitbart. 6 Republicans are expected this week to engage with Democrats and amnesty advocates on, quote, building bipartisanship on immigration reform. You want to know what that looks like? Do you want to know what that's all about? Do you wonder what that means? To whose detriment and whose benefit is that? Who are these individuals? Well, let's just put it this way. There are some senators that you know very well from the state of Florida that are on board with this, and even some representatives that we know very well that are on board with this. Building bipartisanship on immigration reform. To whose benefit will that be? And I'm talking about the left. It's to their benefit. Because Republicans never stand up, the rhino Republicans, they don't stand up for anything. What they'll do is they'll move to the left and side with the left in this country and do things that will be detrimental to this country. And then pressure from places like CNN on top of it to get this done, to call them out, or to maybe pat them on the back and say, see, there are reasonable Republicans. See that? You look at, let's say, Marco Rubio. He's one of them who wants to talk to Democrats about striking a deal on amnesty for illegal aliens in some form. And he's one of the good guys. We're going to say great things about him. And let me tell you something. If you go against him, oh man, are we going to come after you with everything that we have. And enough of that. Enough is enough. All right, it's Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. Let's go to break.
239-479-5592 is the phone number. Text line as well. It's Daybreak 92.5. Fox News right all along.
This is 92.5 Fox News.
Blah, 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 blah.
Gear up for the liberal loudmouths at work. Drew Steele, mornings on 92.5 Fox News.
Psst. I'm about to say a dirty word. A really dirty word. Cover your kids' ears. Ready? Plumber. Hi, I'm Rob Hill of Bob Hill Plumbing. I'm not sure why plumber is a dirty word. I like to think of myself as a respectful, clean, and honest plumber. In fact, I'm proud to say that Bob Hill Plumbing is one of the oldest businesses in Naples. My dad founded Bob Hill Plumbing in 1952. I instilled the same tradition and values as he had back in the 50s. I dare you to find that in the chuck in a truck world. Everyone has an AC guy or an electrical guy, but a plumber? If you need plumbing services, I invite you to call me today, and I'll prove to you that we've cleaned up the word plumber. See, even the radio guy stopped beeping me out. Bob Hill Plumbing. Let me be your plumbing guy.
To schedule service, call Bob Hill Plumbing at 262-6119 or go to bobhillplumbing.com.
Deadline to get or switch health coverage for 2021 is quickly approaching. December 15th is the last day to enroll. Otherwise, you may have to wait a whole year to enroll in a health plan. These days, healthcare has become top of mind for many of us. COVID impacting so many lives. Now it's more important than ever to have the right health coverage. So be sure to check out the new My Blue plans from Florida Blue. They have plans starting as low as $0 monthly payment with doctor visits also as low as $0. You can get 24/7 virtual visits for nothing for $0. Plus, you can earn up to $5,000 in rewards. What's better than that? But you need to hurry. Time is running out. Enrollment ends December 15th. Florida Blue's expert agents are ready to help you. Call 800-530-5182 or visit floridablue.com/we-get-you today.
To be eligible for $0 monthly cost, your marketplace monthly advantage premium tax credit must be equal to or be more than the premium. These policies have limitations and exclusions. Health insurance is offered by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc., DBA Florida Blue. HMO coverage is offered by Health Options, Inc., DBA Florida Blue HMO. Rewards available for individual ACA members 18 years or older. Reward amounts will apply to premium and excess amounts may be redeemed subject to rewards program terms and conditions. 103999.
You may not know it, but male performance during intimate moments requires proper blood flow, which only gets worse with age. The result? All men experience some level of performance issues over time, from decreased firmness all the way to chronic ED. At Metro Men's Health, our goal is to provide you with the most effective treatment for performance issues. Years ago, we used to use the same technology as other clinics, but didn't settle for one-size-fits-all treatments or outdated wave technology. Should you? We've developed new patent-pending technology called Linear Piezo Energy Protocol, allowing us to create treatment plans specifically to you. We've helped thousands of men achieve consistent, longer-lasting results, and those results can be yours too. Your condition will only get worse with time. Don't wait. Call Metro Men's Health to schedule your evaluation at 239-599-9900, 239-599-9900, or visit us at metromenshealth.com.
Hundreds of happy customers all across Southwest Florida have already gotten the full original base MSRP for their trade-in. It's not too late for you to do the same, but only if you come see us here at Naples Nissan. Yes, you can still bring us that 5, 6, 7-year-old car you're driving now, and we'll pay you the same price that you paid for it so you can drive home in a brand new Nissan. Yeah, so whatever it was worth back in 2014, that's exactly what it'll be worth now. But only at Naples Nissan. We don't care where you bought it from or if it was already used when you bought it. If it's a 2014 or newer with less than 80,000 miles on it, we're paying you the full original base MSRP for it. Go to naplesnissan.com and pick out your favorite new Nissan model, then come see us on Pine Ridge Road so you can drive home in that brand new Nissan today. Get all the details at naplesnissan.com. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined.
Hey, it's Drew Steele, and you know what I'm talking about. People are working from home. The kids are home alone. Maybe you're schooling from home. There's a lot of situations where losing your electricity not only creates problems, man, it compounds them, right? People are anxious. Some feel powerless, but you do have control of your power. Look, your home is your sanctuary, so secure your home and get the peace of mind you deserve with a Generac automatic standby generator from the #1 Generac dealer in the nation. That's Generator Supercenter. They've got turnkey solutions and easy financing options. Call today for a free estimate. 239-887-6090. That's 887-6090.
Sales are rising quickly, but without another lead baker, Dale's Bakery is going to feel the heat.
Hey, you're baking alone today. I have to handle this order for the restaurant down the street.
Cool, but who's going to handle the pastries?
He needs to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Indeed delivers 2.5 times more hires than the other branded job sites combined, according to Breezy HR 2019. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi there, I'm Dr. Svetlana Kogan, a board-certified internal medicine concierge physician on Fifth Avenue South. Almost 2 decades of clinical experience in New York taught me a lot about doctoring. My philosophy is that less medication is better. I prescribe healthy lifestyle, good food, and exercise to heal and prevent most of the health concerns. I teach my patients how to use herbs, vitamins, and supplements properly, and spend a great deal of time with each of my patients, empowering them with mind-body balancing steps to prevent illness and avoid hospitalization. If you're looking for an experienced doctor who is knowledgeable in holistic approach to health, check out my website, customlongevity.com. That's customlongevity.com to learn how becoming a part of my patient family can make you healthy and joyful again.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Nearly 2,600 coronavirus deaths were reported in the U.S. yesterday. The only day with more was April 15th. Vaccine approval in the U.S. may come next week. United Kingdom Health Minister Matt Hancock announces help is on the way there.
We're the first country in the world to have a clinically authorized vaccine to roll out.
It's the vaccine developed by Pfizer and the German company BioNTech. A Justice Department spokesman says credible claims of election fraud will be investigated, but the Attorney General says so far there's nothing widespread.
Bill Barr telling the Associated Press, to date, we have not seen fraud on a scale that could have affected a different outcome in the election. The president's attorneys, Rudy Giuliani and Jenna Ellis, firing back. With all due respect to the Attorney General, there hasn't been any semblance of a Department of Justice investigation.
Fox's John Roberts. America's listening to Fox News.
This Wink News update is presented by Stevie Tomato Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Now, this is a Wink News update.
I'm Corey Lazar with Wink News. The father of the young girl who died after a truck hit her at her Cape Coral bus stop has been arrested. Crime Stopper says an anonymous tip helped them catch Glenn Aiken. They say he robbed a bank on Friday. He is the father of Layla Aiken. We now know who was likely driving the car that crashed into a Cape Coral canal, killing 2 little boys. A report from the Department of Children and Families says the 2 boys' father, Kenneth Lawson, was not the one behind the wheel. They say it was likely his lover, Julia Drudy. Cape Coral police are still investigating this crash, but they do say drugs or alcohol were involved. Today, Naples city leaders are considering parking stickers to indicate that you actually live in Collier County to park at the end of some streets that currently allow visitor parking. Now, this comes after Naples beaches were packed with visitors in May, preventing some of you who live there from being able to park. Naples City Council will also discuss raising the parking meter rates from $2.50 an hour to $3. Florida is now the 3rd state to cross 1 million COVID-19 cases. Right now, our daily new cases per 100,000 people took a dip and remains steady. That translates into some good news with our infection rate. It's now trending down. A special meeting is planned for Thursday in Naples concerning a mask mandate. Back in July, the city declined to implement a mandate, instead chose to strongly encourage you to wear a face mask. The general manager of Hyatt Regency Coconut Point sent a letter to the state warning about 45 layoffs. They say there are encouraging signs the economy can reopen, but the demand for travel and hospitality services will take longer. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News traffic.
Traffic is very congested on 75 near mile marker 120, so that's heading south of Corkscrew down towards Bonita Beach Road. Also still seeing a slowdown in Collier on Immokalee Road, very congested, heading west of 951 towards the interstate. Golden Gate Boulevard also slowing, heading west to 951. Marco commuters, the slowdown is on 951, heading between North Barfield Drive to Bald Eagle Drive. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, after the cold start, still a cool one for this afternoon. Upper 60s and lower 70s with a lot of sunshine and dry air. It's really going to be gorgeous for today as well as for tomorrow. As we start on the chilly side, then we rebound into the mid to upper 70s with all that sunshine. Next chance of rain and our next cold front is going to be on Saturday. With it, some scattered rain will be passing by. We look fantastic on Sunday. Another chance of rain late Monday with a cooler than average week as we look ahead. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Drive the lefties at work crazy with the facts. Get up to speed. Mornings with Drew Steve. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Steven Tomatoes Sports Page. Come for the food, Steve for the sports.
It's Big Al from Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page. Do you feel like you're the forgotten person in this great country, working hard all your life and contributing to this country's greatness, but taken for granted by our politicians' quest for voters? Using their slogan, more taxes will set you free. At Stevie's, you are not forgotten. We love our customers and never want them to feel forgotten. We deliver the value you deserve with our food, service, and pricing. Making our customers feel special is our happiness. As the owner of Stevie Tomatoes, we cater to the forgotten person. Those of you who go about every day doing what it takes for them and their family while contributing to this country's greatness, its culture and values. I personally invite you to allow us to be a small part of what makes you feel special, and we promise to obtain your complete satisfaction. I guarantee it. For daily specials, go to StevieTomato.com. Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page in Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Naples. Come, come, come.
This Friday and Saturday only at Duncan's Diamonds, we're having our multi-million-dollar holiday VIP sale. As a very important person, you come in and make your best offer. This VIP sale is your chance to negotiate the best jewelry price of a lifetime. That's right, you name the price. This is the opportunity to save big on fine jewelry and diamonds for the holidays. Choose from Duncan's Diamonds' spectacular selection of certified diamonds and diamond jewelry. 5 times the selection of other jewelry stores. Duncan's Diamonds has the best selection of designer jewelry. Just make an offer on your favorite diamonds and jewelry. This weekend is the perfect time to buy at Duncan's Diamonds Holiday VIP. You can make your best deal on all diamond rings, bracelets, diamond earrings, and more. Don't miss this opportunity. No reasonable offer will be refused. The multi-million-dollar holiday VIP sale at Duncan's Diamonds. Your best chance to get the finest jewelry at great prices. This Friday and Saturday at Duncan's Diamonds, Gulf Coast Town Center, US 41, and Naples at Mercado.
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings. Let us earn your trust. Call 239-920-4440 or visit moranwm.com. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN, member SIPC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
This is 92.5 Fox News.
Daybreak 92.5 Fox News 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. Streaming live on YouTube at Drew Steele Radio. Steele has 3 E's, and you can subscribe. That would be nice. That keeps us going. And Facebook as well. You can watch us there. I'm trying to get out there as long as we can. All right, before we get to the top 5 audio clips of the day, the 5 at 8:35, a reminder that right afterwards we do the thing. It's where we open up the phone lines right up to the end of the program with whatever it is that you want to talk about. I'll take any topic, doesn't matter to me. Whatever is on your mind this morning, we call it the thing. It's the thing. What's your thing? What are you thinking about today? Maybe you're trying to keep warm and thinking, why did I not put one of those super cool fake fireplaces in my house because it's freezing? Maybe it's that's one of the things you're thinking about today. I don't know, whatever it is. So feel free to call right now, 239-479-5592. We'll get to your calls, and also to say thank you to everybody who has been sending out Christmas cards for our men and women serving overseas. 10,000 for the troops. Keep them coming. P.O. Box 877 Fort Myers 33902. We've got a couple of more days left before we get ready to ship over the weekend. And at last count, we are over 20,000 cards, 20,000 plus. We continue to count. We continue to go. And so thank you to schools and churches and organizations who have been kind enough to do this and be part of it. You as well. And those who have stopped by Mel's Diner locations, a big thank you to Mel's Diner for allowing Mel's Diner to be a drop-off location for those cards. 5 locations around Southwest Florida. We've got Fort Myers, we've Bonita Springs, Cape Coral, and 2 in Naples. All right, here we go. Top 5 audio clips of the day. It's a 5 at 8:35.
Drew's Top 5 at 8:35 is brought to you by Moran Wealth Management. Isn't it time to review your portfolio options? Go to moranwm.com.
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
Number 5.
What you know now, do you wish like you had a third term? And I used to say, you know what, if I could make an arrangement where I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony.
Would he do it?
I'd be fine with that.
He'd be fine with that. That was an interesting portion of the interview with Stephen Colbert, Barack Obama, who was saying, well, you know, I got to be honest, talk about an Obama third term. Hey, if there was somebody that could be a stand-in and I could talk from behind the scenes like the wizard behind the curtain and do all of that, you know, I'd be up for that. That's interesting, isn't it? It almost feels like that's exactly the direction that we're going.
Number 4.
Joe Biden said that on his first day of office, he will give transgender students access to sports, bathrooms, and locker rooms in accordance with their gender identity in all federally funded schools. Do you think he has the ability to do this, and do you agree with this decision?
I agree with the decision, and I know he'll check things out thoroughly legally.
Do you really think he'll check things out thoroughly and legally? That they don't even want to check out thoroughly and legally what happened with this election? Well, that's because they were part of what happened with this election. It's a long story there. But anyway, there's Chuck Schumer being asked about that. Hey, transgenders, locker room, schools, sports, picking a bathroom in federally funded schools. That would be like, well, think about how many there are. And he's all on board with that. Sounds good to me. First days in office, we're going to get that done. Is there anything else? Anything else you could be doing on the first days? I'm just asking.
Number 3.
What I witnessed at the TCF Center was complete fraud. The whole 27 hours I was there, there was batches of ballots being ran through the tabulating machines numerous times, being counted 8 to 10 times.
Nothing to see here. Everything is fine, everybody. It's perfectly fine. That is somebody, an IT expert that was hired by Dominion in Michigan, who yesterday, during this hearing yesterday, a state Senate committee on the oversight, holding a hearing on election issues, that this one individual said, yeah, I saw this happening often. Running ballots through 8 to 10 times, witnessed it with my own eyes while Dominion stood by and watched it all happening and didn't say anything. As a matter of fact, the people that were there didn't have a whole lot of experience doing anything. It was almost as if Dominion hired people that had no experience to do whatever it is they told them to do because they wouldn't question it, knowing full well what they would be doing. But nothing to see here. No media outlets talking about this. There's no election fraud. We're just moving on.
Number 2.
We risk missing the obligation to address deeper structural problems, inequality, stagnant wages, especially for workers who lack a college education, communities that have seen industry disappear with no good jobs replacing lost ones, racial disparities in pay, job opportunities, housing, food security, and small business lending that deny wealth building to communities of color, gender disparities that keep women out of the workforce and keep our economy from running at full force.
Yeah, if you're wondering who that is, that's Janet Yellen. Janet Yellen, who it looks like will be Joe Biden's pick if he remains president-elect. As president of the United States, Janet Yellen is going to be Joe Biden's Treasury Secretary, making decisions on economics. That sounded like a laundry list of activism, didn't it? Climate change is in there as well, addressing the climate crisis. So the Treasury Secretary will be moving issues forward for the Biden administration that would be complete and utter activism, and the economy and everything else be damned. And also, you're right. So we don't really know what any of that means, what that looks like, who will be denied at somebody else's expense. But it's the left doing what they do. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine, everyone.
Number one.
I just want to reemphasize that, I think we cannot normalize what has happened here in the last week with Trump and his behavior. And I go back to what David Chalian said, that this is a president who knows he's losing, who knows he's in trouble, is sick, maybe is on the after effects of steroids or not, I don't know, but he is acting erratically and desperately, and we need to not normalize that.
We need to not normalize that. Not normalize Trump being upset about the election, looking at election fraud. Many people showing up in witnesses and whistleblowers about election fraud across the country. We need to make Donald Trump sound crazy on some kind of after effects of meds, and we can't normalize this kind of thinking. That was Jeff Zucker, the head of CNN, in a recorded call, an editor's call, thanks to Project Veritas and James O'Keefe. And
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
There's a lot more of that. There's a lot more of that going on, where CNN, as activists, once again, showing who they truly are. They're not journalists. They don't have the country as a whole best interest at heart. They're not out there fact-checking for the truth. They're fact-checking for their truth, not the truth. Big difference. And thank goodness for people like James O'Keefe and being able, and Project Veritas, to be able to expose a lot of what we already knew or already believed and have had concerns about. 239-479-5592. Right now, we take phone calls right up to the end of the program, and we take your calls, whatever is on your mind. We've got a lot of things that we discussed this morning. It's something we like to call the thing.
You know the thing. You know the thing. You know the thing. You know the thing.
All right, 239-479-5592. Let's go to your calls as we end the program and take it through with Jim starting us off in Naples. Jim, what's your thing this morning? What's your thing?
Hey, great show. Hey, if Biden gets in, we're going to have all the high schools, everything, they're going to have 7 different bathrooms, and each bathroom will only have one letter above it. The M will be for men, the W will be for women, then you're going to have a bathroom with an L for the lesbian, a B for the bisexuals, a G for gay people, a T for the transgender bathroom he wants to add, and a Q for the questioning people who don't know what the heck they are.
Yeah. So, well, Jim, here's the truth. You won't have any of that. You'll have whatever anyone wants. Whatever they decide, they will get. Whatever they identify as, they will have. Which begs the question, how do you identify? What would you like to identify as? I might even take it a step further. I might ask, if anyone can identify as anybody, then does that mean that nobody has special rights? I mean, why would one group have special accommodations as, let's say, I'm a minority group if you can identify as anybody you want to identify as. Does that make sense?
Well, worse than that. What if one day a weird guy wakes up and he says, today I feel like I want to be a woman and I want to see what's in the women's room. So you're going to have people going in all these other bathrooms, and then you're going to have a series of lawsuits when weird guys, let's say, go in women's bathrooms or whatever. I mean, it's just going to be it's going to be one big lawsuit waiting to happen is what it's going to be.
Well, Jim, listen, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. And listen, I can play the other side of this, and you can too very easily. It's very simple. There are people that are listening to Jim right now and saying that's outrageous. It's an outrageous statement. Nobody is going to wake up in the morning and decide that there's somebody else and identify as somebody else. And that it doesn't happen that way, Drew. It doesn't happen that way, listeners to this station. That's not how this works. We have people who have been doing this for years and years and years. We are told now that there are kids in the UK under the age of 13 who can start to take medication to start to change their gender, to their transformation into their new gender under the age of 13 that will be able to do this now. Does that sound right to you? That there are people that this experience is years in the making. It's not like somebody at the drop of a hat is going to do this. That's a ridiculous charge. Is it? Is it a ridiculous charge? Because if somebody does and they do it for nefarious purpose, who are you to say that you could stop them? Who are you to make that judgment? And again, I think the bigger picture here and the bigger issue as well is if everybody is homogenous, is that the word I'm looking for? If everybody is the same, if everybody can be whoever they want to be, then there really is nobody who isn't. Because if you are somebody who wants to identify as a specific group, and you feel like by identifying with that group, you get certain privileges in that group, well, then everybody can be in that group to where I would say there should be no privilege. You've kind of lost that right to have a privilege, to have an accommodation that is something more or different. Because if I decide one day that I want to be part of that accommodation, I can do it, and you can't stop me. There are going to be a lot of issues like this moving forward. The left doesn't give up on the ideology of whether it's removing Christ from Christmas, whether it's removing Christmas as a whole, whether saying you can't do this, you can't have something special during the year that would not accommodate everybody. And so instead of doing that, we have to eliminate all of it. Well, not everybody, but certain individuals, when it comes to their faith, will just have to get rid of it because it's the only way to be fair. In a lot of different ways, this comes up. And remember who are the individuals who are ready to come into office right now and some of the things that they're saying. We just played Janet Yellen a little while ago. One of the other things that Janet Yellen was talking about was, well, what did she say as Treasury Secretary, as someone who is going to look at the economy now and talk about what this new president of the United States, Joe Biden, would do in a Biden administration, where your tax dollars are going to go.
To rebuild our infrastructure and create better jobs, to invest in our workforce, to advance racial equity and make sure the economic recovery includes everyone, to address the climate crisis.
To address the climate crisis, too. And now, how do you do this?
To advance racial equity and make sure the economic recovery includes everyone.
How do we do that economically? How do you do that economically? You know how that works. In a free market in capitalism, the free market figures that out. The free market does that. The free market doesn't see color, doesn't see gender, doesn't see any of those things. Just like you don't care about any of those things. Then all they care about is, are you qualified? The content of your character, if you will. And that's how you get ahead. And if you want to, you have the ability to do it. All right, 239-479-5592. Thank you to everybody for sending out those cards. 10,000 for the troops, P.O. Box 877 Fort Myers, 33902. And over 20,000 cards so far for our men and women serving overseas. So that is exciting. We'll give you more details on numbers tomorrow. Looking forward to that. All right, let's find out what's happening with the remainder of our chilly forecast with the Week News meteorologist Matt Devitt.
After our coldest start since January with even some patchy frost inland, we are going to rebound to 69 degrees as we're